Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Niggas wanna try, niggas wanna lie, then niggas wonder why. Niggas wanna die, all I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with that shit on my brain? I resort to violence, my niggas moving silence, like you don't know what our style is. New York niggas the wildest, my niggas is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. You fucking right, we did it. What the fuck you gon' do when we run up on you? Fucking with the wrong crew, don't know what we going through. I might have to show niggas how easily we blow niggas. When we find out it's some more niggas that's running with yo niggas. Nothing we can't handle, break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle, just cause I can't stand you. Put my shit on tapes, like you bustin' grapes. Think you holding weight, then you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. It's y'all niggas crazy, I'll bust you and be swayzy. Stop acting like a baby, mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful, that's how niggas get down. Watch my niggas spit rap, they got niggas kiss crap. Just for talking shit, clowns. Oh, you think it's funny, then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Fuck a dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that green. 5 niggas on ravine, don't make it a murder scene. Give a dog a bone, leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave, my home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'm a pull papers, it's all about the papers. Bitches caught the papers and now they wanna rape us. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Look what you done started. Ask for it, you got it. Had it, should've shot it. Now you're dearly departed. Get at me, dog, did I rip shit? But this one here, I'll flip shit. Niggas know when I kick shit, it's gonna be some slick shit. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Boom, not anymore, cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door with that 4-4. Now it's time for bed, 2 more to the head. Got the floor red. Yeah, that nigga's dead. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. Niggas ain't never did shit to me. Bitch ass niggas can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this nigga rhyme, try to keep your mind on getting pussy and crime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Testicles 1 2, testicles 1 2. Hey y'all, what's crack-a-lackin'? This is your soul plane chauffeur, Captain
Israel Mills.
Sounds nice.
Welcome aboard NWA Flight 069. Time to bust this corner, y'all. In a hot second, I'll be hitting them switches and getting this bitch pumping and jumping. So screw your shit on tight and enjoy the flight. Check out my homie Teddy P's dope graphics. And shout out to my nephew Izzy Bands. Support the Izzo.
If you get fat, people think you eat too much. And if you lose weight, people would think you sick. And if you dress well, people would think you showing off. If you dress simple, people think you poor. If you are serious, you are boring. And if you're funny, you're immature. If you're single, people assume that you're lonely. If you speak your mind, you are rude. If you're successful, you're arrogant. And if you are poor, then you are lazy. If you are honest, people think that you are naive. And if you are dishonest, then people would think that you are untrustworthy. No matter what you do in life, people will always criticize you. Do what fulfills you. Do what truly makes you happy. Don't look for the person that makes you happy. Become that person that makes you happy. Make sure you hit the follow button. We may never see each other again. Just keep that in mind.
Stay away from an individual who will lie on a person's character. You ever seen people look at you a certain way and you're like, yo, where did this negative energy come from? 9 times out of 10, somebody lied on your character. And the ill part about when an individual lie on another person's character, the person that's receiving that information, they probably believe them. Like, this been my best friend for years. What they got to lie for? That's my mom. What she got to lie for? That's my brother. That's my girlfriend, my wife, my husband. What they got to lie for? That's what make them the worst type of individuals. Cause you would never know. They don't got a look. They ain't got a smell. They ain't got a color. It ain't the money. When a person lie on another person's character, they are the worst individual to mankind.
Don't trust them new niggas over there. Don't you trust them new niggas over there. Don't you trust them new niggas with the fingers on the triggers. Don't trust them new niggas over there.
On this episode of Fight Club. Oh, my bad. I meant.
You are now entering the real Spill Wit Mill.
About it, right? Yes, you ever seen a nigga tell a lie so good till it sound like the truth, and if I told you the truth, you'll believe the lie? Now, it's a goddamn lie. And that right there is the motherfucking truth. Niggas ain't real. Some of you niggas ain't
is one thing about him, he doesn't lie.
Exactly.
He's not a liar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas out here that love to tell tall tales and all that type of goofy shit. He doesn't lie. You feel what I'm saying? If he doesn't want you to know something, he just ain't gonna say it. But he's not a liar. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Bill Whit Mills.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Are you ready? Yo, what's good, everybody? What's the deal?
What's the deal? What's the deal? Yo, it's your man's Izzy Benz, aka Israel Mills. You know the drill. This is the Real Spill with Mills show. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, oh man, oh man, it's good to see y'all. Good to be seen. I am happy to be here. I am happy to be here. Let's talk about the likes. Let's talk about the likes first. Likes are absolutely free. Likes are free 99. They don't cost you nothing. I mean, likes cost you absolutely nothing. So do like the homie say, be like Trish and smash it. Smash the like button.
Come on, push a button.
You heard her. Likes are free. Push the like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Yes, sir. If you be so kind, if you feel so inclined, let's
show me the money.
No.
Spot for a Glock. I took a loss over floss, but still got a knock. Show me the money.
Be sure to hit the Cash app $Israel Mills, or you can scan the QR code on the right side of your screen. Show your support.
Let's do good business. Make the Cash App ring during the stream. $Israel Mills. $Israel Mills.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey. Let me welcome some people in the building. Shout out to my peoples in the building. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Let me welcome some people. Hey, shout out to my man, number one, Emperor Kojak 3 on 3 the Great. What up, though? What up, though? The Anti-Social Socialite podcast is in the building, rubbing my hands together like Birdman. Yeah, it's going to be a dope show. I hope that y'all ready. Tell a friend to come on in. Shout out to my man, Cajun Dartfire. Sup? Hey, Brownie, Ellie, how you doing? KO Black, what's up, man? What's going on? What's good? Talk is cheap. Yes, sir. Hey, THC to BTC. Salute. Good to see you. Raj Wills in the building. Salute. What's going on? Pack 925 is in there. Living humbly. Peace. Living humbly. Good to see you, family. Always good to see y'all. Always good to be seen. Now, I know y'all have heard it's so much stuff going on in these YouTube streets. Now, there's one particular subject that's going on that's extremely popular. The news was broken last night. There's already been a few content creators who have totally gone over it. It's been all the rage. I will not discuss that topic, okay? I am not going to discuss that topic. Nope, not going to do it. I'm not discussing that topic. Now, the first reason why I'm not going to discuss the topic is, quite frankly, it's none of my business. I mean, anything between a man and his wife, I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I tend to stay away from that stuff. I tend to not really get into things between a man and his wife, especially in the space. Like, I'm not going to get in between a man and his spouse or a woman and her spouse in this space. I'm not going to do it, right? Time and time again, y'all have seen situations that happen. I just wish people the best. I pray for the best outcome, and I leave it like that. I'm not going to get into that. So if y'all would, I know about it, I'm well aware of it. I've heard the news. I'm not going to be spreading the news. I'm not going to be spreading it. I'm not going to be talking about it. Okay. So let's just leave that there. Are we good with that? We good with that? All right, cool. Stay protected. Major Social Security hack. Recently, 2.9 billion numbers gone. Gone? How are they gone? 2.9 billion numbers gone? Where'd they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? I'm interested in that. But so last night, shout out to my man BMU, Black Man Unfiltered Network. Yo, BMU had a dope setup. I wanted to have a chance to talk to him about this. I have not. So brother, please, you know what I'm saying? If you have anything that you want to discuss here, if you want to chop it up, say something in the chat. I will let you up, and then we could chop it up. This is nothing against you or what you did last night. I think it was very dope. I think it was well. I think the aesthetic of it was dope. The idea was dope. The execution, a little bit to be desired, but I think that was y'all first time doing it. But there's some things that I want to talk about that definitely have to do with the topic, okay? That absolutely have to do with the topic. Shout out to my man Reaper Rails 976. Yes, you didn't hear about Social Security hack, Izzy. Issues. Wow, nah, I ain't hear about it. I ain't hear about it. I'm gonna have to look into that. But what do you mean gone? When you say gone, what do you mean gone? They've been lifted like they stole them where they don't know, so it's gone. So you mean like people can't use their social security numbers no more? Is that what you mean? Izzy, you got a place we can send you topics. Yeah. My email address, israelmillsforchange@gmail.com. Yo, if you don't mind, Emperor Code, can you please put my email address in the chat, israelmillsforchange@gmail.com. The code, like I see a show. What's up, family? The socials on the dark web, Izzy Vance. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm a victim of that. I got a notification the other day. I'm gonna have to get that right. They're gonna give easy social security to a random. Yeah. Like, yo, they dark. My is on the dark web. I locked all my stuff down though, so I'm gonna have to get that taken care of. That's crazy. But so today's topic is why basic respect is vanishing. The truth behind today's golden rule crisis. Now, in case you don't know what the golden rule is, what's the golden rule, family? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Some says love thy neighbor as you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be your brother's keeper. This is a few different ways that they talk about it, that they speak about it, they put it in. So that's it. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You know what I'm saying? Be your brother's keeper. Love thy neighbor as thy love thyself. Okay. So that is the golden rule, said a few different ways. As we know, in today's society, people really looking out for each other is at an all-time low. People really having someone else's best interest at heart, or really putting people before themselves, or even on the same level as themselves, is at a really minimum. It's really I, me. What can you do for me? What can I have? What can I get? More. That's the mentality of the people. Yeah, mind your business. Yeah, look out for yourself because you can't trust nobody. Yeah, that seems to be the sentiment. That seems to be a sentiment. That seems to be the sign of the times. The way that most people, the modus operandus that most people are operating in. Now, with that cynical mindset, right? Mind state, it seems as if disrespect is also the order of the day. Now, I've noticed that the disrespect, we already know. Brother Corey has told us, shout out to Brother Corey. Brother Corey has already told us.
The disrespect is intolerable. It's unpardonable.
Shout out to Brother Corey. Brother Corey has already illuminated us and let us know that the disrespect is intolerable. It's unpardonable. But yet and still, that does not stop the people from being disrespectful. Okay? Disrespectful. Well, what are some things of disrespect? Well, cutting people off, like talking over people, like they don't have something to say. Like what they have to say is not important, and what you have to say is that much more important. Yelling at folks and fussing at folks and cursing folks out and calling people out of their names and a whole bunch of myriad of other stuff, talking about their family members or bringing things that don't have nothing to do with it into it. There's a whole bunch of stuff, myriad of stuff, right? So the debate was between the professor and Damon. Okay. And they were supposed to be going back and forth about Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump and the policies and why they subscribe to this particular policy, why they don't subscribe to that particular policy. And we was going to do it with fact checks. Okay. And I was a fact checker, and then Mr. Bennett, shout out to him, was a fact checker. Everybody else, Lit P was a moderator, and so was BMU. And they was just supposed to be asking the questions, and the fact checkers were supposed to be able to put and display the facts and say the facts to the point. And then other people were supposed to be able to ask questions as well. Hey, what's up, Sister Claudette? How you doing? Oh, my Izzy. That's a good question. I like how you titled that. Why basic respect vanishing? Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's like unnecessary disrespect at that, Izzy. I get it. Oh my God. Look at lack of decorum, listening to respond and not to understand, no critical thinking skills. That just pretty much sums it up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a particular segment of last night's show. Shout out to BMU. I'm going to play a particular segment of last night's show. And what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to really listen so you can really understand where I'm coming from. And maybe you can pull my coat. Maybe I'm seeing this wrong. Maybe I felt wrong about this, whatever the case may be. I'm really curious as to what y'all have to say. All right. So without any further delay, we're going to press play and see what the people have to say. Now, if y'all want to make sure that your comments get highlighted and read, please do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. I try to read everybody's comments at least once to welcome y'all in the building. A lot of y'all's comments I've read multiple times. But from this point, when I'm trying to go over this video, I would love for y'all to really hear it. So if you have any comments or that you want highlighted and read, please do so through super chat or through the Cash App. All right. Again, thank you to the sponsor of the show yesterday, my man Grinch. Shout out to Grinch. Hope you liked the introduction. Let's get into it. Without any further delay, we're gonna press play and see what I have to say. That's a dope background BMU built. That's lit. Y'all like how I did that? That's real lit. I like that. Real dope setup. I like the little setup they got going on here. It's real classy. Real classy. Let's go.
Yeah, he's bankrupt 6 companies, and his Trump media company that he has Truth Social under has dropped in value by 52%. So let me get this straight. You're saying the guy that has a horrible track record,
not voting at all is a vote for the opposition. That's how I look at it.
And you believe that's going to
doesn't have to sit there and do
because he's been
he has to go through the House of Representatives to do that.
Right, but that's why I was trying to get our pain to realize the only question needed to be asked there was right, because it does kind of come off as everybody else is debating Damien, right? Is will you hold that same stance against the party that you support? If the answer is yes, then you move forward. And when he does it, then we call him out for it, we hold him accountable for it, right?
Now let me tell you why Beans gets on my nerves. Okay. Like Beans gets on my nerves. And let me tell you why. Because Beans does the things that he doesn't want anybody else to do. He interrupts, he interjects, he tries to be the voice of the space. He tries to take over conversations and take over panels as if what he has to say is the end all be all and just right. He believes that he is the smartest guy in the space. And so therefore everything that he has to say has to be right. And that's why he gets on my nerves. Okay. That's why he gets on my nerves. Okay. Just in case you didn't know, Beans gets on my nerves. Beans, if you're listening, you get on my god doggone nerves because you think you know everything and you don't.
But other than that, if he says, I'm not going to give this person credit, then he also can't give his team credit either when they do it.
I agree.
And if he does, then we catch him on it. That's simple.
I agree.
That's fair.
Yeah. Professor, does anybody have any questions, Professor? Because he's been awfully quiet today. I want to make sure we get him.
Now, so the two brothers debating again are Professor
Exactly, but I try to keep it PG, Emperor Coach. In other words, a hypocrite. Exactly, but hey, you ain't heard that from me. Okay, so now listen. The two people that's supposed to be debating are my man Damien on the left and my man Professor on the right. They're the ones supposed to be debating. Now, I want you to see how confirmation bias, attribution bias, hypocrisy, and just plain outright just disrespectful ninjas are. We're going to listen to this and we're going to see what's going on. I feel like everyone does this to a degree. But yes, but some way more than others, right? Like it's okay to be wrong sometimes. Sheesh, I love to be corrected. That's how we learn and grow. Bars. Let's get into it.
You want to
I
make sure
actually
we
had a
give him an
question.
ample amount of time as well too for the microphone. So
No,
anybody
it's
want to
fine.
ask him some questions.
Yeah, I got a question for Professor. Let me ask you this. It's gonna take a second though. So just really quickly, let's say I told you had to die. And I said your choice is either by stabbing or by shooting, or you could live and not die. You would probably choose living and not dying, right?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. So my question is, why vote for Trump if you don't have to?
As opposed to what's my other option? Not voting at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because for me, not voting at all is a vote for the opposition. That's how I look at it.
And you
So
believe that's going to lead to what exactly?
Well, I understand that the popular vote is not the vote that's going to win the presidency. There's been plenty of examples of people who have won the popular vote and lost the presidency. I want to do my job, and my goal is to do what I can to make sure that popular vote gets swung my vote gets swung in the right direction, so that my candidate gets the electoral votes they need from the state that I live in. So I'm just going to do my job.
Agreed.
I kind of want to do a quick poll of the panel and the Senate or what have you. Who believes that? I'm just curious.
Get one thing before you do. I want to make sure everybody questions are out first. We have two people that have not gone. We have the pastor here, and we have Anissa here. Anissa, when she came back up, I'll bring her up. But Pastor is Jackson. Did you have anything that you wanted to say toward Damien and or the professor about Trump?
Well, I do want to say this. Of course, we were looking, they were talking about the industry, trucking industry, and how rates dropped under the Biden administration. I definitely want to talk facts about that because I own trucks. I own 11 of them. And I can honestly say in 2019, between 2018 2019, I lost the most money. Truck rates dropped almost 27% with the Trump administration. So I did want to bring clarity to that because the truth is, when it comes down to the finances, y'all can fact check this too, by the way. When it comes down to the finances and when it comes down to money, being a president is you got to be good with your own money first. And if you've, and I'm being honest, if most of your businesses failed, why would I want you to run a country?
Preach.
I can piggyback off that.
I definitely got to come in for that.
Now, okay, so now look, the brother said what he said. Shout out to the brother. The brother said what he said, made a succinct point. Now, this is the debate though, but he made a succinct point that was against Professor's debate. You know what I mean? Against Professor's position. At the same time, it was a succinct point. It was straight to the point, and he wasn't very long with it. Now, the other brother wanted to chime in, and then Beans, I could talk to that. And then Damon, of course, is hallelujah, amen corner. I want y'all to pay attention. Professor's silent. I'm silent. BMU is silent. Lit P is silent. Ricky, Ben silent. And Mr. Bennett at this point is silent. Just keep paying attention though and check it out. In the meantime, between time, y'all support the show, support the stream. If y'all want to make sure your comments get highlighted in red, if you want to support the show, man, hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get to it.
And I just want to say this. I just want to say,
I think.
Hold on a second, Dwayne.
To Apostle Jackson, that is a point I was going to make later on in the conversation, but we can make it now. Yeah.
Now you see how now again, Damien and Professor are the ones debating. So Damien wants to piggyback off that off the point that the pastor made, right? Now the other brother was supposed to go before him, and the sister Anissa was supposed to go. But hey, who am I? But keep listening.
He's bankrupt 6 companies, and his Trump media company that he has Truth Social under has dropped in value by 52%. So let me get this straight. You're saying the guy that has a horrible track record in business is the best when it comes to running the business of the United States. That's what I'm saying.
Who was that question for?
I'm just agreeing.
I'm trying to figure out what the question was.
Okay, I'll say that.
The question was, why would I want somebody to run the country that can't even manage their own personal businesses? And I'm about to trust them with unlimited amounts of finances. And I'm gonna tell them to go take this money and do what you want to do with it.
Professor, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
I think you should.
Now that's a fallacy. Now that's a fallacy right there. That doesn't even make sense. Number one, the president doesn't have access to unlimited resources. Hey, salute, Classic Creole in the building. The president, no matter who they are, do not have access to unlimited resources. And the abundant resources that they do have access to, they cannot just spend it however and wherever they want. Okay, we have a system of checks and balances. That's what the Senate is for. That's what the House of Representatives is for. Okay, it's a system of checks and balances. You don't just go and just do whatever, however, and it just work like that. That's not how it goes. That's not how it works. Shout out to my. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all good. Whenever you can, it's all good. I just was trying to. I don't want nobody to be mad at me if I don't read all their comments. I'm just shout out to Roswell. So it was supposed to have been a debate. Yeah, kind of like a debate style thing, because they had a difference of opinion on 2 shows ago, and they said they would set it up like that. What's going on, Thomas? How you doing, bro? A bunch of idiots. Bankruptcy is a business strategy to get out of obligations unscathed. All successful businesses and unsuccessful businesses use bankruptcy alike. They sound crazy. Shout out to Thomas. Thank you for that. I would agree with that. Hey, what's going on? The love experiences in the building. Absolutely. It is a big fallacy, a humongous fallacy. That's a fact. Yeah, I appreciate that. My man, JD1975 is in the building. Salute. What's good, bro? How you doing, man? Hey, Being Grump sees, I guess you was trying to say, sees not a good thing for your business. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Let's get to it. I'm going to open up the pen. Yo, if we get enough, we just need 10 people, at least $10 a piece. If y'all want to open up the panel and chop it up on this, we need at least 10 people, at least $10 a piece to the Cash App, and I will open up the panel. This is not necessarily a panel show, but y'all know how we do it. Seems like y'all interested. If y'all want to talk about this, y'all want to chop it up, just 10 people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel on this one, all right? I got y'all. I appreciate you. Let's get to it.
Should let Professor answer that. It's an easy answer.
Now, Bean's butt is up in the midst again. Bean's butt is always talking. I don't even know if Beans was invited. Maybe he was. But Beans behind is always talking. He talking again. This is not your debate, Beans. This is not your debate. Great debating face ass nigga.
Truck in the truck.
No, so go ahead, man.
No, it's us. So he's asking you the question.
Yeah, come on, Dwayne, and then we're gonna add Professor to answer his question. Go ahead, Dwayne, since you've been patient waiting.
So Apostle, you trucking, you must do long haul.
I do.
And so you run off of a percentage.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so me and you we're in the same field, but we have two different deals. See, I run local off of a flat rate.
Gotcha.
So regardless of what take place, 1 stop or 12 stops, my money's still the same. So that will probably be why I did well and your business declined.
What's up, Joseph Famore? So Joseph Famore, the brother at the bottom, I think his name at the bottom right under the professor, I think his name is Dwayne. He's talking now. Beans was just talking like yo has been talking this whole damn stream, running his mouth the whole time. Okay. The debate was supposed to be between Damien, the brother to the left in the bigger box, and Professor, the brother to the right in the bigger box. Okay. Now, I want y'all to notice something. Most of the things that's being said at this point go to Damien's favor. So hallelujah and amen and hallelujah and amen and adding on, and it's all good. The pastor has been to his favor. Beans ass all over the place has been kind of to his favor. Miss Anissa's you're gonna hear has been to his favor, and the brother Dwayne is just kind of asking a qualifying question. Mr. Bennett, what he's about to say is gonna be to his favor. The dude, Damien, has no problem with none of this, with everybody speaking up and speaking to the favor of his position in this argument. But keep watching. This is what I be talking about, and we're going to get into it. Let's go.
So I can understand you from that perspective.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm with you.
Oh, yeah, because my question was going to be, was it regional? But that's probably
again, Beans is talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Professor, did you want to add some context to that as well, too? Why somebody should choose him for president?
Now, I want to add also, I'm up here, but you wouldn't know that I'm up here because I'm not saying nothing. I'm up there right above the professor. Y'all see my logo. Y'all see what it is. I'm up there, my wallpaper. I'm up there. And I'm not saying nothing. I'm letting them rock the whole time. I don't got nothing to say. Right? Y'all notice that? Let's go.
Well, outside of Clinton, each president has run up the national debt. So no president that I can remember in my lifetime has done a great job as far as running the country and balancing the budget. So with that being said, if you can trust the guy who's run his companies bankrupt, you can trust the presidents who've run the country bankrupt. It is what it is. They've all.
Hey, Raj Will, I'm going to get into that in a minute. I'm going to get into why I left in a minute. Joseph Famore, I'm right there above the professor, right there. That flag with Darth Vader, that's me. That flag with Darth Vader is me. Okay.
All done poorly with the country and its finances outside of Clinton, who I don't like, but Clinton did balance the budget.
I'm saying, didn't Obama have if the extra gen as far as inflation and economic growth, didn't we have 5 years of 5 years of straight economic growth under him? And if it would have continued, that's what Donald Trump inherited.
Well, if we follow your rhetoric, then that means Obama's.
Is it rhetoric or is it facts?
Following your rhetoric, that means that Obama's low inflation rates came from George H.W. Bush.
Exactly.
Maybe the first 2 years, like I said, the first 2 years.
Bush. Obama came out the W, not H.W.
I'm sorry, George W. I mean George W. But I'm saying you said 2, now you're saying 3. I don't know which one we're going with.
Yeah, you said 3.
Here's my thing. Whenever we add,
the first 2 years.
Hold on a second, y'all. Whenever we add stuff like that, I want to make sure we get some fact checkers because it's too easy. It's too easy to move the goalposts on that. Is it going to be 3 years into somebody's presidency, or is it going to be 2 years into somebody's president? We need to make sure we speak honestly on how to do that.
I have a question. Did anybody hear me say 3 years? I thought I said 2 years and stuck with it.
You said 2 to 3 years.
You said 2, and then you said 3 when Mr. Bennett came up.
Yeah, you said 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
That's the reason why I asked the question: is it going to be 2 or is it going to be 3? That's why.
Yeah, I think I got specific with Trump. I said the first 2 years he was writing off Obama. The third year he was kind of flatlining, and then the fourth year it fell off a cliff because of pandemic. That's exactly what I said.
I think it's 2
Here's
years.
my thing. We're asking for it to be proved. That's all.
I think it's
But
2
you got
years.
to quote me right though.
I think it's 2
No,
years.
we're asking for
Biden,
proof.
3 years for Trump.
That's the reason why we said it.
Okay.
I don't think
All
you
right.
can though. I don't think that's
That's
something
my
that we
whole
can
point.
actually
That's
prove.
my whole point.
Well, that's what economists speculate as far as when it comes to the economy, inheriting and whatever economy you inherit from the previous administration.
I feel that's with anything.
So let me ask you this, Damien. Is it also Trump's fault that that inflation rates have hit a 40-year high? Is that Trump's fault as well?
Nah, that's greed on the business side of big business.
Whoa.
So is this Biden's fault or not Biden's fault?
No, what policies did Biden put in place that increased the company's desire to be greedy?
Wasn't the first 2 years, I guess.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
what policies did he put in place that said, okay, companies be greedy and price gouge the American citizens?
A great question.
So my question.
So because Beans thinks that's a great question, that's a great question. Now notice Ricky hasn't said nothing this whole time. Miss Anissa hasn't said nothing this whole time. I haven't said nothing this whole time. Mr. Bennett hasn't said nothing this whole time. We're quiet, we're listening, and we're just quiet, right? Quiet, listening, quiet. Beans thinks it's a great question, so I guess it's got to be a great question because Beans thinks so. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. But Beans is talking the whole time. Damien's talking the whole time. What's up? What's up, Lit P? Lit P is in the building. What's going on? Lost in Translation Podcast is in here. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Man, just going over this little portion of the video last night, brother. Had to do it. Had to do it. What's going on? H-Bo1 is in here. He said Trump added $8 trillion in 4 years, a quarter of the entire debt. Okay, well, we could get into that a little bit later. But yeah. Yo, Lit, if you want to come up, just say something. Or if BMU, if either one of y'all want to come up on this, y'all just say something. I'll drop the link for y'all, man. Just let me know, okay? Other than that, if y'all want me to open up a whole panel, we just need at least 10 people, at least $10 a piece. But Lit P, Lost in Translation, if you want to come up, or if BMU is listening, BMU, you want to come up, y'all let me know. Even if Beans big-headed ass want to come up, I'll let Beans big-headed ass come up too. Just rude little niglet. Let's go. All right, but I'll drop the link for you in a minute then. Let's go.
So my question to you is then, do prices go higher because of inflation, or is inflation because of higher prices?
Well, inflation is something people like. The inflation is not a dirty word. Your country needs inflation. Inflation is a sign of economic growth. Things cost more because people are making more. That's the way it is, and that's a natural sign. But you try to control the amount of inflation. But certain things you can do as president. It's very few things you can do as a president to directly affect how much the inflation rises. Fucking up the economy as far as getting the pandemic is one of those factors that could contribute to a rise in inflation.
Can I just throw in a quick? Can I just throw in a quick fact check on as far as national debt? So again, if I just go back to George W. Bush in an 8-year period, he increased the national debt by 105%. Barack Obama from 2009 to 2017 grew the national debt by 69.97%. But that was over 8 years. Donald Trump in 4 years grew it by 40.43%. And that turns out to $7.8 billion. Joe Biden has grown the national debt by 16.67%. So as far as national debt, certainly over a 4-year period, he has the lowest that I'm seeing on record, certainly since Bill Clinton. Just wanted to throw that out there.
And Obama because of the bailout.
Hey, brother.
Yes, but I'm just saying, but if the question.
And I'm trying to ask, and I of course, that brother got the God mic. Shout out to his mic. Shout out to Mr. Bennett and Mr. Bennett's mic. I need to get one of those. But So I'm trying to ask for the screen share because Mr. Bennett and I are the fact checkers. But he went on a soliloquy, but it's cool. But I was like, yo, can you share those stats, please, with us? And that's what I was trying to say. And of course, Damien's talking over me, and then Mr. Bennett starts talking. So I just want them to share the stats because as the fact checker, that's what we're supposed to do. Share the stats. But okay. So I finally said something. What I said was, can you share the stats that you allegedly have? Can you share them, please?
I have to be fair about, again, the growth of the national debt. We can conceptualize or contextualize the national debt, but the debt did grow increasingly over Obama, even though he had that stimulus. None of that really went to pay down the national debt.
Right.
So, but Trump promised to, with the tariffs, with the tax cut and with the tariffs, that was supposed to pay down the national debt. But again, he added nearly $8 trillion in that 4 years, so it didn't. Just for also context, the debt under Trump grew by $2.5 trillion by the end of 2019. So this isn't even pandemic. I don't necessarily want to throw the pandemic numbers in there. Even before then, the national debt grows significantly under Trump in his first 3 years.
Now, this is a whole filibuster, right? Now, everybody's, because Mr. Bennett hasn't been talking that much up to this point, in all fairness. He's been very patient. He's been very calm. He hasn't interrupted at all. And he's just interjecting at this point. At the same time, make no mistake about it, this is a filibuster against the professor's argument for Trump. This is a filibuster in favor of Damien's argument for Kamala Harris. Make no mistake about this, right? But again, I'm quiet. The only thing I was asking for was the stats so that we could look it up as well as a fact checker. But other than that, everybody is allowing Mr. Bennett to rock. That's a great mic, by the way. So everybody's allowing Mr. Bennett to rock. Shout out to Jet. Hey, Jet Core, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yo, Jalen Thomas in the building. Who cares about the national debt? Just keep spending, baby. Sarcasm. My man Lit P said, we were also in war during Bush 2 and Obama 1. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. And my man Romello 747, Bangkok in the building. National debt is a bad argument and the easiest to be polarized. Oh, you're going to see more of these bad faith arguments that are going to be polarized. Yo, Lit P, here's the link. This link is for just Lit P, my man Lost in Translation podcast. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Also, if BMU is in the audience, he's more than welcome to come up. Or Beans can come up too. But you're gonna follow the rules today, Beans. You're gonna follow the rules today. Yes, you are. Shout out to Beans, man. Annoying ass Beans. I think Beans, you annoying as hell, bro. But we're gonna get into that in a minute. And you get on my nerves, bro.
2 years. With that.
All I'm asking is,
wait, hold on.
But
that 2 years.
Hold on.
Sound like he's running the company, like he's running his country, like he's running his company.
Hold on. Can you screen share these? And then again, Damien just going off. Another annoying dude. Just what are you talking about? Yo, chill. Can I get the stats that this man stated? Can I get these stats, please? As a fact checker, can he put the facts in the chat, please? And thank you. Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Let's go. These data points. Like all you're doing is talking about the data points, but not screen sharing any of the data points. So we don't.
I'll drop it in the chat for you.
But that 2 years, wasn't because of the previous president, like every other thing, right?
No, Ricky's asking.
Right.
No. When you add to it, that means you're spending more. You are spending more.
So
hold on a second, gentlemen. I want to go ahead and get Anissa in because she had a question. She's been patiently waiting. Anissa, you wanted to go ahead and get your question.
Hey, Professor, I think you're muted though.
Go ahead. No, I won't say anything.
Okay. I just had a question for the gentleman. Just one question, and then I'm gonna let you guys have it. But any professor or any of the gentlemen that are Trump supporters, most of the time when I hear people say that.
Now, she said her question was for the professor or any other gentleman who are Trump supporters was her exact words. My question is for the professor or any other gentleman who are Trump supporters. Let's just say that right now, okay? Let's get to it.
That they support Trump, especially when I hear men say that they are Trump supporters. It always has to do with money, with the economy, with finances. That's always the number one thing, which I can get that as men because you all are providers. My question is, how much does character, integrity, honesty, and criminality matter in your decision and when you pick leaders?
We're gonna go Professor first and then Damien second.
Now he said good question like 3-4 times. That's extremely annoying and rude. This is supposed to be one of the main rules when they set this up was don't be talking over people. She's asking professor or people who are quote unquote Trump supporters to answer this question. And Damon again is filibustering. Good question. Instead of allowing professor to be able to speak and be able to articulate his point. Let's go. And Beans is over there dying in the corner laughing.
I definitely appreciate that question.
That was good.
That was a great question. But when it comes to, you said character and what else now?
Integrity.
I said character, integrity, honesty, and criminality. How important are those things when you are choosing a leader?
I'm curious.
Now this ninja again.
I honestly, for me, I don't put that into, for the most part, into my thoughts. I know reading his book how he raised. I know reading his book how he raised his children, and I appreciated the way he raised his children. The fact that you didn't really hear anything bad about his children growing up, for the most part. And in addition to that, you know, how he was as president and I don't agree with the things he may have said or the things he may have tweeted out. Some things I don't agree with, but I do agree with how it impacted me. So when I go to vote, I think of my community first and then my country second, because my community is what I live in. And so I want my community to do well first. So whatever president is in office that is going to impact my community the greatest, that's what I look at.
All right, so he answered that. Shout out to my guy, Vet Life 81. What's going on, family? How you doing? Good to see you, fam. He said Trump 2024. What up, fam? What's going on? How you? Good to see you. All right, let me make sure I got everyone. I kept having to mute Damien to keep down the extra commentary while other people were speaking. Exactly, man. Hey, Lit, the link is in the chat room if you want to come up, man. The link is in the chat room, Lit, if you want to come up. But yeah, man, it's ridiculous. And then Damien had the nerve to say that somebody, yo, it's ridiculous. We're going to get into that. I'm going to wait. We're going to get peace, my man. Abi Wardy in the building. Peace, brother. How you doing? Let's get to it.
I can look at a lot of different presidents. I mean, all from George Washington all the way through that have character issues, that have integrity issues, that have lying issues. So I think, you can name me a president who didn't have some issues with integrity or character.
I think Obama was a great example of not. We never had any scandals. There was never any grabbing by the pussy. There were no prostitutes. There were no hoes. There were no cheating scandals. There was none of those things under Obama. So there are actually great examples. So my question is, why are we, or well, not me, but why are some people so willing to overlook low character because of economy?
Okay. And then this, I get it. So if we're talking about character, is it okay for a woman to sleep her way to the top too?
Oh no.
Well, let me and Bennett or somebody can fact check me on this. First of all, Kamala did not sleep her way to the top.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Who was Willie Brown?
Let me give you facts, and Bennett is going to fact check me. Willie Brown was married in 1958. He and his wife separated in 1982.
10 years.
The relationship with Kamala Harris was from 94 to 96. She did not sleep her way to the top, and that's a disingenuous.
Was he not politically? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That is a disingenuous argument that men like to use against Black women okay? Because you
black now?
can't say anything else negative about her. So now she had to sleep her way to the top, not the fact that she was smart enough to get to the top. And
Can I
that's
ask a
what
question?
that's what
Okay.
black look like.
Hold on.
I'm going to watch Michelle. You guys have a great night.
Let me say something. Let me say something, and I'll let everybody finish.
Yeah, you better get out of here because I'm gonna get her.
Was Willie Brown divorced when she was sleeping with him? Was Willie Brown not connected?
Yo, shout out to my guy Romello 747, been a member of the Israelite Nation for 6 months. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. Maybe Trump should wear some Converse. Oh Lord. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation.
Thanks, man.
Yo, I appreciate you, Romello 747, man, being a member for 6 months. Shout out to that. Yeah, Event Life 81 said, cut it out. The argument is for Kamala and Kamala only. Don't try to say B-dubs in between. Between me and you, she ain't black anyway. Anyhow, oh Lord. So, why is Trump supposed to be grabbing? Who is Trump supposed to be grabbing? A man or a woman? Obama, the rainbow advocate, didn't do a damn thing. Not for anyone, for black folks is what you want to say. He didn't do anything for black folks because he did a lot for legitimate people and he did a lot for Latinos. I think he likes the L's. He did a lot for legitimists and Latinos. That's a fact. Okay, that's a fact. Yo, if y'all want to make sure y'all comments get highlighted red, shout out to my man Romello 747, gifted 10 big memberships. Them 10 big memberships. Shout out to him, man. Thank you, man.
Boy, it's good.
Yo, if you get a membership from Romello 747 gifted, thank him and keep it up, okay? Thank him and keep it up. Membership has its privileges. Thank you, Romello 747. I appreciate you. And y'all make sure y'all thank Romello too. Salute, family.
Got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money.
See how I'm getting money, don't you? You just shooting cause I'm on. Monday through Sunday, shorty, I'm always on it. Baby, I'm all up in my zone. Got it cause I get it. 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 Cause I'm all up in my zone.
Appreciate you, Romello 747. Man, the brother is now sponsor of the show with the Big 10 gifted membership. So if y'all wanna beat Romello 747, y'all gotta beat the nifty 50. All right. I really appreciate you, Romello. Thank you very, very much, family. Again, if he giving you a membership, please thank him. For gifting you the membership. Membership has its privileges. That's how you get your emojis and all that. But besides that, we're gonna start doing some streams, some live streams, and if we get at the middle tier for $6.99, if we get 50 people at the middle tier for $6.99, then we will be doing the stream without the glasses. It'll be a more little intimate setting. All right. So again, thank you, Romello 747. I appreciate you. Let's go.
Was Willie Brown not connected in San Francisco when she was sleeping with him? Was Willie Brown not the reason she got the position she got? Was Willie Brown not the reason she met George Soros? Come on now. You can't say she didn't sleep her way to the top. Everything she's done is sleep her way to the top. On top of that, she's a DEI hire. That's how she's the vice president now. Come on now.
What about withholding evidence of an innocent?
Hey, Lit, do me a favor, wave in the back so I know it's you, brother. You don't have to be candid, but I just want to make sure it's you. Shout out to my man, Lit P is in the building. Salute to Lit P. Hold on, gotta give you a proper introduction. Lost and Translation podcast. I call him Lit P. Salute, brother.
What's happening, Easy? What's happening, man?
What's going on, Lit? How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. On my lunch break, man. You know how it is. I
Yes,
had to
sir.
come on
Yes,
and
sir.
slide in right quick, man.
I appreciate it. Hey, did you want to add anything to this real fast while we here?
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I kept turning his mic off is because he was interrupting other people while he was talking.
Mhm.
Then on top of that, he tried to paint Black Man Unfiltered as somebody who set him up. When
Mhm.
clearly what he was doing, he was trying to be the victim in this situation, trying to say, hey, you know, I didn't know it was going to be 5 versus 1.
Hey, watching
You
it
know what I
back.
mean?
Yeah, no doubt. Lit. Watching it back, do you see how for the majority of the beginning, most of the talking points were in his favor, and most of the people were speaking, and he didn't have nothing to say when they were speaking in terms of his favor.
Well, here's the thing: is it what most people didn't pay attention to was that he brought his own questions, and the whole premise of this thing was for other people to ask questions, and then have them to answer it. See, what happened was he had his own canned questions, so he can actually have gotcha moments with people, and that's not what we signed up for. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So he tried to change the rules of the game, and then try to turn around and say, hey, you know what, Black man, this is not what I thought it would be. But here's my thing. This is not my first time at a rodeo with these type of men. What they do is they get in, they cry, they jump around, they get real exaggerated to make it seem like they're right when they're not. They want to get animated, they want to get emotional to make themselves seem like they're victims. We don't play that over there at BMU.
No
If
doubt.
we ask you a question, which is a legitimate question, which we're going to ask and say, hey, is this a fair question? Then you answer it. The minute you start dancing around it or whatever, we got a problem. We got a problem because you're not answering the question the way we need you to answer it. You know, you're not standing on business.
I don't think you're standing on business, no doubt,
Yeah,
man.
and then on top of that, he tried to son you on top of
Yeah,
that. And I'm like, wait a
yeah.
minute.
We gotta get to that. Yes,
Wait a
absolutely.
minute.
And that's why I was like, but then,
Listen, it's the disrespect for me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then and most of the time I was quiet during this thing. Most of the time I was just listening. I was quiet 90% of the time, but I didn't like the way Beans tried to interject either, because I'm like, yo, fam, the dude addressed me directly and he tried to turn up on me, and now you trying to silence me and tell me what I'm saying is not right, which was right and exact what I was saying. And I even put it in a back chat, you know what I'm saying, in case anybody wanted to see it. But yo, let's get into this, man, because that's exactly what I wanted to get to. Yeah, Ricky Smiley Negroes. Exactly, Romello 747. Exactly. Shout out to my man Cajun Darfar. What's up, my auntie low key? Salute is lit in the chat. Salute to you, my auntie low key. Good to see you, sis. Shout out to Pastor in the building, Larry Sinclair. Okay, Larry Sinclair. Shout out to Pastor. And so this is gonna get to the point, Raj Will, where I'm gonna explain why I left. It had nothing to do with my man Lit P. It had nothing to do with BMU, because I love going over there and chopping it up with my brothers. They know that. So it had nothing to do with that, but I will get into that in a moment. Let's get to it.
Man, what about withholding
Okay,
evidence?
all right.
Let me get you. No, done yet.
Don't say hold on. I'm the debater one. I'm the debater one.
No,
Y'all
he's
ain't
not done
debating.
yet. He's not done yet. I'm the moderator.
See, that's the thing. Lit Professor was the one trying to talk.
Exactly.
And he's supposed to be debating.
Yeah, he wanted to jump in. I said, that's why I'm the moderator. I said, let him make sure he's finished first before you start up talking.
No doubt about it. Shout out to Dating Pool Roast Reaction. Thank you, sis. $9.99. Maybe this audience is smarter than last. In ites. I don't know.
Last night's
last
show.
night. Okay,
Yeah.
she was saying, oh, name 3 Trump policies that help black men. Okay, we got you. I will do so in a moment. Shout out to you. Thank you very much, sis. I appreciate you. But every time we name them, y'all say they're not policies. But let's go.
You don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
I love you. 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 Let's get to it. I got you in a moment, sis. I got you. Let's go.
Let's. I want to go to first. I want to go to Dwayne's thing about holding evidence.
Hold on,
You're talking about.
First of all, Professor, were you done yet? Did you yield your mic?
I yield my mic because I was gonna let everybody else go with the criminal stuff that she did.
All right. I just want to make sure that I want to make sure that we follow the rules now. We want to make sure that your opponent finishes his thoughts before you jump in. It's just being courteous, okay?
Which y'all said for the beginning.
And Damien, when you're done, I have a question. Then I'm gonna drop down and let the other guys come up.
I mean, it's starting to feel like the fix is in, but I keep going. Let's go. All right, let's go. All right.
I want to hear this.
How's establishing the rules
Right.
a fix?
No, let me go to Dwayne's question. Okay, you're talking about Jamal Truelove, right? Oakland brother. No, Swamp brother. He's from the Swamp. I know because I'm from San Francisco. I was born in San Francisco. He's from the Swamp Sunnydale Project. He got arrested for killing his homeboy. And then somebody in the district attorney's office hid information which almost put him in jail for 50 years. You talking about that? Number one, Kamala Harris was never sanctioned for that. She was never admonished for that. There was never a mark on her record for that. And just out of surprise, in 2019, he went on Bay Area TV and endorsed her for vice president and Joe Biden for president. And let me put that in the back chat for you. So in case you're wondering if I'm like I'm on some bullshit. Hold on 1 second.
And while you're doing that, I'll ask a question, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
The question to me, for everybody, I have a few questions, but I'm gonna spread them out over the show. But the question that I have is, why is it that the times that we're living in now, especially from Christian men, who you may be a believer, may not. I'm just saying, I'm just speaking to the men who believe in a higher power, and his name is God and Jesus and all this good stuff, right? So how is it that men are so, and this is for you and Professor, how is that men are so eager and so excited for a woman to lead them?
I'm not.
And to be real, and I know this wasn't a question for me, but I want to say I don't think the eagerness is from a woman to lead. We just don't have options. Truth is, when you look at the facts, you're talking about a felon and somebody who has no criminal record. And
hey, Lit, did you want to get in there real quick?
No. The beginning when he said the fix, I'm starting to think the fix is already in. All I was doing was making sure we established the rules, not to talk over somebody and allow your opponent to finish. So I just thought I'd throw it out there because he was planting a seed ahead of time. So you got to pay attention to cats like this, man.
But the funny thing is, y'all said that in the back before we even started the show. Hey,
Correct.
Look, this is how we want to do the show. We don't want people talking over each other. We want to hear everybody out. Wait till your opponent's finished. Let people finish. We're not going to talk over each other today. That's literally what y'all said.
Right.
And that's why I was so quiet most of the time. But let's get to it.
At the end of the day, and I've said this plenty of times, if we're going to go forth and elect a felon to be the president, then we also need to make sure we remove felonies as a requirement or disqualification from jobs.
For voting.
And I agree to that.
It's not fair.
I agree to that.
But here's another thing. That's another argument that helps Damien. You see what I'm saying? The brother pastor was succinct in what he was saying, but the bishop was saying a lot of things that was helping Damien's argument. And of course, when he's helping Damien's argument, Damien's quiet, he's happy, he's not saying, and then he get to do his hallelujah and amens. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. But now it's but check it out. Let's go.
It's not fair that you can be the president of the United States with a record, but then a man who just got out of jail for selling marijuana can't even get a good job because when they run his background, it shows he's a convicted felon.
I agree to that.
If we're not talking about this, Project 25 that they're talking about and they're pushing so hard, where we're going to be addressing the fact that we got other people that are in a fight for their life, and here we is about to put a man in the White House that literally, come on, how fair is it to everybody?
All right. So if
Project 25 has nothing to do with Trump. Just
exactly.
Oh my God.
Actually, we just had, there was just some ProPublica. They had released a bevy of videos, including an undercover video where, again, one of the writers of that Project 25, he acknowledged that he's met with Trump 5 initiative. And so they've also released, go to YouTube on their ProPublica page. They also have about 44 training videos for the loyalists that would be working with Project 2025. So there's no question about it that Trump certainly at least acknowledged by the writers that they knew about, that he knew about it, but it has been his history to, when things get, he'll deny, he'll say like, I never knew David Duke, when he did. So
Well, it looks like we have a problem, Houston.
Hey, my fault. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the video stopped.
Yeah, I stopped it. I was muted. I was trying to talk. I was saying, yo, it's crazy because it's like they filibustering, right? And you know, I don't think they're intentionally doing it, but they're basically making Damien's points and arguments for him. So
well, is it
doesn't have a problem with that, right?
Yeah, let's take a look at what's really going on. Okay. All right. Now, if we pay attention, Mr. Bennett pulled up a chart we never saw.
Never saw.
Then he quoted a video that we never saw. So I wanted to paint a picture of, you know, when people say it's 5 versus 1, but I really want people to pay attention to what's really going on.
Yes, sir.
You're just saying stuff, but you're not showing it.
Right.
And if you remember when you had a chance, the opportunity to share with the people, you showed it.
I showed
That's
it. Yes,
fair.
sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
fair. So my whole thing is I wanted to make sure that we take one thing at a time, prove that one particular point, and then move on. They were actually piling on to make it seem like they're right when they actually haven't proved anything yet.
Anything. That's a bar. And that's what I was getting to. Anything. You're absolutely right. Shout out to my man, Vet Life 81, $20. Thank you, family. He said, number 1, NAFTA. Number 2, he brought back the steel industry. Number 3, HBCU funding. Number 4, criminal justice reform. Is that good enough? Or are we expecting cloudy with a chance of windmilling? HQ. Shout out to my man, Vet Life 81. There you go, sis. There you go. That's the 4 policies that he affected changing. I was gonna say I got a couple more, but yes, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. Shout out to that. Hey, what's going on, Amanaz? How you doing, sis? Good to see you. My man Andrew Taylor is in the building. Was good to see you, family. Let's get to it, because this is where it's gonna get hokey. So now Mr. Bennett has a beautiful mic, man. It's nice, crispy, and loud. and he's just spouting out all of this stuff, right? That's in favor of Kamala Harris. Now, he's not one of the debaters. He's one of the fact checkers, just like I am. At the same time, I'm hearing this stuff and I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, Trump is not a proponent of Agenda 2025. Of Project 2025. His plan is Agenda 47. So why are they trying to skew information? But let's get into it. Let's let them ride.
Again, he has a history of simply just plausible deniability on things. But the guy admitted that he's met with Trump several times and that he recognized and that he supports the Project 2025 initiative.
And
I don't think that's true, and the video shows that.
Hold on real quick. That's conspiracy because, number 1, on Donald Trump's website, he has Agenda 47, which is a clearly laid out plan. It's Agenda 47, not Project 2025. So let's please stick to the facts. We say we stick to the facts.
You stated that he is not associated with Project 25. And again,
he's not. This is not. Hold on, let me finish. Y'all are going to conjecture. Y'all are going to conspiracy theory instead of sticking to the facts. On Donald Trump's website, where there actually is an agenda, it is Agenda 47.
Okay,
Unlike Kamala Harris, where's her plan?
Let me retort with that. Project 47. Project 47 ain't for your black ass.
47, sir. Agenda.
Sorry.
Agenda 47
ain't for your black ass.
Is it
Agenda 47?
Yes, sir. Calling my black ass.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Oh my God. Listen. This is the part that I don't like. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, let me explain to you how this works in combat. You know what I'm saying? In verbal combat, when we have debates, what they're using here is what's known as a straw man argument.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to tie something to Trump that he's never been associated with. You see what I'm saying? And they have no proof that he's done that. Now, here's the thing. It's easier for them to defeat a straw man argument that they came up with themselves than to actually go back and refutate or listen or try to fact check what you just said.
Yes, sir.
You said he has Agenda 47 on his website that is easily verifiable. All we have to do is pull up his website so people can see it for themselves. If there is nothing on there about Project 2025, you cannot use it, and it's a disingenuous argument.
Yes, sir.
So that's the main reason why we have to make sure when we having these conversations that they don't slip in these straw man arguments so they can win a point illegally. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And that's what I was trying to stop. And I did at the same time, Lit P, I put the Agenda 47 right there. And so when he starts, first of all, he starts off with your black ass, he ain't gonna do this for your black ass. And I'm like, whoa, like, first of all, who you talking to? But second of all, this is all fear mongering, conjecture, and conspiracy theory. Like, this is not, hold on, Pastor. It's not an open panel yet, Pastor. It's just for Lit or BMU or for Beans right now. If we get a little bit more support in the Cash App, we'll open up the panel. But for right now, it's not an open panel. Yo, if y'all want to open up the panel, we need at least 8 more people to the Cash App. 8 people to the Cash App, at least $10 a piece. At least 8 contributors to the Cash App, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. All right. Yeah, I know they're wrong. Shout out to the dating pool roast and reactions. Thank you so much, sis. She claims those are not policies aimed specific to black men. I said black men, not all people. HBCU is nothing new. All presidents did that, not in the way that he did, though. You didn't do that. So black men policies, please. Oh,
you know
Lord.
what? Hold on a second. Here's my thing about dating pool and roast. I've actually done my research on Kamala Harris. Now, she has done one thing for black men, and she did a study on black men and black boys. That was a bipartisan bill that was passed in 2000. I think it was 2000 when she was a senator. My whole thing is this. You guys need to make sure that was 2020, if I'm not mistaken. You guys have to make sure that you understand who you're voting for. At least she did a study for black men. I went back and she did absolutely nothing for black women. Nothing. And I can back that up because I got proof. I pull up her whole entire voting record. She did approve a study, a bipartisan study to figure out exactly what's going on with black men in this country and black boys. She did do that. Now, when I went back to see what she did for the sisters, she did absolutely nothing. So while you're questioning us, what she's done for black men, fair point. But my thing is this: what has she done for you besides give you Megan Thee Stallion and to make you look bad? And stole your valor, so to speak, trying to be a black woman when she's never had the opportunity to be one or claim to be one. Let's be honest now. If we're gonna have a conversation, we're gonna have a conversation.
Exactly. That's a good point. Shout out to my man Romello 747. Thank you, brother. This is what happens when a child reads a physics book, immature, mud slinging. Shout out to you, Facts. All right, thank you, Romello. Let's get back to it, man, because this is where it's about to get real crazy. Let's go.
Passes serious risk to black and minority communities. It plans to cut funding to schools teaching critical race theory and eliminate.
So now, this is the first thing he said, critical race theory. Critical race theory deals with the legitimate people, and that bill and critical race theory allows them to come up in your school and teach your kids and read to your kids and teach your kids all of that stuff. That's what critical race theory is. Now, critical race theory really has little to do or nothing to do with actual facts as far as the so-called black man is concerned. Actually, nothing. Did you want to add anything to that, brother?
Well, it says so right in the name. It says critical race theory. It doesn't say critical race fact. You know what I'm saying? So let's think about that for a minute. Let's wind our minds up to think for a minute, you know? But you can go ahead. This is where this thing's getting extra spicy.
Extra spicy. Shout out to my man Vet Life 81. He said, HQ, love you, but go to bed. Old you said policies that help black men. Black men are American like everyone else. Those policies benefited us. Is that not a reason to support him, HQ? Question mark. Shout out to that. I'm gonna get to you in a moment, TAC, and thank you, Classic Creole. Are you saying Trump did something for black women? He did something for black Americans, period. The dating pool roast reactions. Thank y'all. It's $4.99. Yet again, with deflect. How is that deflecting? Name those 3 policies that specifically help black men. He did. Oh, y'all are wild. Let's get into it. This is gonna be a great show. Y'all hit the Cash App so I can open up this panel. This is gonna be crazy. Let's go.
Diversity programs inducing support for students of color. The agenda aims to implement more aggressive policies, measures, including the introduction of stop and frisk, which most likely will affect black and brown people.
Increase bond.
It also process the death penalty for drug dealers, which were more black and brown people.
Where are you getting that from? Where are you getting it from? That sounds
This
like a
is
bunch of
Project
propaganda.
2025.
This is-
Not
this is
not
47. No.
PNP.
This is Agenda 47.
That sounds like a lot of propaganda. Where are you getting that from?
This is Agenda 47. I'm pulling up Agenda
Say that on the
47.
website. No, you're not. No, you're not. It clearly just, no, you're not. First of all, absolutely not. Stop it.
But
man.
you're not
pulling that
debating.
up from the
All you
website.
are is a fact checker. So
Okay,
please
Right,
get
okay,
it back.
but
Wow. So now he want to get upset because I peeped his whole card. I know for a fact that didn't come from Agenda 47 because
That
I've
don't
read
even
Agenda
sound like
47.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? That don't even sound like nothing that would be official presidential information, you know? Well, we're gonna stop and frisk. He must think we stupid, man, and we can't read.
And now he want to get loud and get excited with me. You're not a debater. Oh, but when Mr. Bennett was talking, when the pastor was talking, when Sister Anissa was talking, when everybody else was talking, it's okay. When Beans was talking, it's okay. But me, because I'm telling you for a fact, it's not in Agenda 47. I'm asking directly, hey, I'm fact checking. Where'd you get that from? What is your source, sir? Because you're just saying stuff and it sounds like conjecture, it sounds like propaganda, and it sounds like fear mongering. What are we talking about? No, he wants to get loud and get upset, but let's go.
But
Damien,
Damien,
This is important.
And now Beans is bringing his big-headed ass in the midst of this. This has nothing to do with Beans. Beans, we don't need you to regulate. I had it, and I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what Damien's talking about, and I'm trying to find out.
It's important. Hold on. This is important because if you're saying you're getting it from there, and then he's saying that you're not, and you can prove that you are, there needs to be some kind of penalty so that this can stop.
This is what
interruptions is getting too silly, man.
Now the interrupt. So now when I'm I haven't been talking the whole time, Lit P. So but when I interject, now the interruptions is getting silly. The whole time the pastor been interjected. The whole time the brother down there, Dwayne, been interjecting. The whole time not the whole time, but some of the time Mr. Bennett been interjecting. But now when I interject, this is getting silly. The interjections are getting silly when it's clear that it doesn't say that on Agenda 47. What say you, Lit P, about this, man?
Well, like I said earlier, we wanted him to show where he was getting it from, and judging by the smirk on his face, he had been caught, and he knew he couldn't put up that without embarrassing himself. So he resorted to name calling, to what you call deflect and redirect the conversation to something else to avoid accountability. That's basically all that is.
Bars. Let's get to it.
I don't want to be disingenuous. What happens? I pulled up Project 47 and I did a screenshot of it, but I did not write the source of it. This is what it said. It says, practice the disproportionately facts and majority of individuals. It also proposes the death penalty for drug dealers, which Trump has said out of his mouth. He thinks drug dealers should get the death penalty. So you can't say he didn't say that.
He did say it.
He did say it. Increases racial injustice and police violence. And part of Project 45 is increased police immunity. That's on it. He said that out of his mouth, that he wants to have police have complete and total immunity. So they can do anything to your black ass if they want to, if they catch you feel like they do anything wrong. So let me get this on. They can stop and frisk you. They have immunity so they can beat the shit out of your black ass and then have no worry about losing their job or going to jail.
A lot of fear mongering and a lot of propaganda. Yo, first of
Is
all,
it true though?
No, it's not. It's not. First of all, I don't know who you're talking to. Hold on. First of all, I don't know who you're talking to. Second of all, The first thing is this: you went from the school and the classroom, is what you said initially, but exactly right. He started there, right?
Right. He started to
was
pile
all.
on.
He was all over the place. We already proved that the whole thing about stop and frisk is not a fact, but yet it's still he wanted to still interject it and try to interject, oh, your black ass. Beans is in the middle of this, obviously biased, and have no real basis for being in the middle. But let's go. But the agenda in the classroom revolves around LGBT and legitimate things. When they're teaching your children about, when they're having these people who are transformers come into the school and they're reading to your children, you know what I'm saying? And they're teaching your children. So that's what that school policy is about, stopping that. Number one. Number two. Now you're using fear monger. He never says in Agenda 47 anything about stop and frisk. Number three, you're talking about that he's talking about he said that drug
All you need to do is put it in the back.
No,
Your job is just to put it in the back and
hold on. No. You said you address me directly, so I have a right to address you back directly. You're talking real greasy. I have a right to address you directly. Now, number three, you said, we want to put drug dealers to death penalty.
Man. I don't know
Meanwhile, he's released more quote unquote drug dealers, more people from prison than anybody else. So there you go.
It's
not silly when you talking and when you asking questions. It's not silly when Ricky's talking.
It is, because you're not refuting. You're saying that you're refuting and that he's right. Oh.
Let me ask you a question, Lit. I was so confused. How is that not refuting what Damien was saying? Can you help me see that? How is that not refuting?
Here's my thing. You were asking Damien to prove his points, and he kept moving the goalposts. And I think that's the reason why he dropped down. You know what I mean? And Beans, bless his heart, was trying to make sure that, everything is on the level, but he don't understand that's my job.
Right. But
you know what I'm saying?
Can you tell me how was it refuting his points? Because I know that Agenda 47 doesn't say any of those things that he was claiming that it said.
It doesn't. And that's the main reason I wanted to make sure that we put it up on the screen.
Exactly. So and I had it in a back chat at that point in time. It was down there in the back chat.
Right. So that way there'll be no confusion. How should I say this? No confusion on what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yo, shout out to Romelo 747. You know most drug dealers are white and Mexican. They sure are. Not to be like that, but yeah. Hey, following the logic, say, hey, cops already have immunity. Hello. Oh Lord. What's up? My name is my name. Hey, GA boys in the building. It's clear that people have they bias and they are right, and the other side is wrong. Why waste time? Yeah, well, but that's the thing, though. It's supposed to be a good faith argument that can be proven. That's why we have fact checkers to be able to prove, because it was supposed to be more fact than conjecture, more fact than conspiracy, more fact than propaganda. Right? Lit?
Right. You're right.
Shout out to Dina Forbes. Trump is known to lie and make ish up. You expect him to admit to Project 2025. Y'all. That's but listen, so y'all can take Kamala at her word at face value, but y'all don't want to take Trump at face value. I don't understand. What it is, what it is. See through you said her voting record and the things she voted on benefit Black women. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, that's why did you guys benefit from something for her directly? So that's the question. We want to put up 3 questions of what she's done to help promote Black women only. Then I guess that list to be short too.
Oh Lord. Ari Nicole, thank you, sis. Hey, Ari Nicole, how you doing? Good to see you. Bruh, leave it to HQ. Yep. Yeah. What's up, Apex? Apex is in the building. A Black man calling a qualified politician a DEI hire proves how nowadays Black people in this internet space is more racist towards Black people. Shaking my effort. Yo, Apex, Kamala Harris is not a Black woman. Why don't y'all understand this? Her mother is from South Asia, India, in South Pacific. Her dad is from is from Jamaica. On his birth certificate, it says Caucasian. His great grandfather was a huge Irish slave man. Neither one of her parents were born in the United States. Neither one of her parents come from the quote unquote black experience of the United States. She is not a black woman. Apex. Okay, but I don't understand what that has to do with why you would or would not vote for her. You should vote for her based on her policies and her politics, not her skin tone or her skin color. Her skin tone or her skin color is no indication of if she's qualified for the job.
Yes, I'm telling you, man, identity politics is strong with us, and I'm gonna tell you why. We've been down for so long. We look for a win any way we can get it. You know what I mean? And especially our women, they want to get a win through this woman so bad that they will close their eyes to all the stuff that she's ever done and say, you know what, she looks like me. I have hope. Well, at the end of the day, when she's let in these neighbors who are knocking at your door, stealing your stuff from across the border while you at work, you know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna sleep well at night knowing she looks like you. You know, I'm pretty sure when you go to the grocery store and your groceries are 5 times more than what it was 3 years ago, and you can't afford your rent, I'm pretty sure you're gonna sleep real good at night, probably in a cardboard box, knowing that your president looks like you. Eventually it'll set in, but generally it'll be sadly and all too often too late. And that's normally how we do everything, always late and after the fact. So go ahead, be my guest. We'll see what we'll learn from that as well too.
Let's see. It's ridiculous. It don't make any sense. Shout out to Ebony in the building. Yo, my name is my name. What's up? Let me read this real quick. She's not black and she has no biological kids either. No, she doesn't. Yo, let me read this. No, Sal. It's not a panel show yet. We need 8 more contributors, at least $10 a piece to the Cash App, and we will make it a panel show because I see that this is definitely a heated topic. We need 8 contributors, at least $10 a piece, and I will make it a panel show. Yo, we got a lot going on. So if y'all want to make sure that your comments get highlighted in red, please do so through the super chat, through the Cash App. Shout out to Easy. Trump doesn't endorse Project 2025. Trump's agenda is on his page, Agenda 47. Unfounded accusations mark brainwashing. Send this man some help. Exactly. I said that. That's what I said. My name is my name. Salute to Izzy Bands. Hey, my name is my name. How you doing, family? Amanaz says, what politician has dropped a black-only policy or agenda? I'll wait. None, including Barack Obama, including President Barack Obama. Evil says
8 years to do it.
Exactly. And as a matter of fact, when Kamala Harris was asked back in 2020, what policies was she put in place to specifically help black people, she laughed in that girl's face and said, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. But if I help America, I do help black people. That's exactly what she said verbatim. Okay. Evil says, since when is president supposed to be picked solely on a preference for a certain race or agenda? Exactly. The one time I agree with you. Amanaz, there is a new version of Project 2025 every election. Shout out.
You know what, Izzy? I'm gonna help you out with that. To teach what just to give you guys a little lesson. With Amanaz, what she just said is true. And I'm gonna tell you why. When I was probably maybe a little boy, maybe about 7 or 8, 9 years old, in 1979, I remember specifically Jimmy Carter talking about this thing called Global 2000. Okay, this is before the internet. This is before mainstream TV and all this other stuff. At the age of a little boy, I wasn't even in kindergarten good yet. I'm trying to figure out exactly what is this man talking about. He was talking about, this is under Jimmy Carter. It's called Global 2000. You can look at that. He was talking about population
control.
Yes. And in the back of my mind, I was like, well, who do they determine who's going to live and who's going to die? How y'all going to accomplish that? So my whole thing is these agendas are always here. It's just whenever they decide it's an election year, you hear about it. But if you think I'm lying, go back and read Global 2000 and you'll see what I'm talking about. I've been watching this my whole entire life. That's why I'm probably more well-versed than anybody on the internet, because I've been looking at it my whole entire life while other people are doing whatever else they want to do. So the play is always there. It's just election season. They just decide to, hey, I'm going to show it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought I'd throw it out there. That's for your audience and your audience only, so they can look this up. I love to give people information that they can sink their teeth into.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's dope. Let's go.
Okay, cool. You're saying that you're refuting, but you didn't. That's my point.
So each and every point, and I can prove.
No, you didn't. You literally just said. You literally just said.
I refuted it direct.
This is what you. Hey, BMU, can you get your man's under control?
Please.
It's getting silly, bro. This is what I'm talking about.
Y'all are
You
being
just
silly.
said out of your mouth. You're using fear mongering because you're saying that he said he want to give drug dealers death penalty, but he released a lot of people from prison. That's not fucking refuting.
I said he released more.
It doesn't matter.
More
Did he
drug
say
dealers,
this
quote
shit?
unquote drug dealers. I said,
did he say it?
Hold on. BMU saying something.
The only way to refute this and stop this argument so we can move on, which we are going to, is to put the information in the back chat, put the link there that's showing your truth, and we'll pull it up when it gets back.
I've already put it back there. It's the Donald Trump one. It's the Donald Trump link for a platform. Agenda 47.
Okay. So if you can pull that up, Izzy, and then I'll pull it up on the screen.
Okay.
But then the second question while he's pulling that up, I had a question for you, Damien and Professor.
No, this not.
But
Dude, hey, BM, this is not what you said this was gonna be. I'm telling you, I'm just straight up. This is not what you said.
Here's the thing, Damon. Also, what I would like to say is that we also want to conduct ourselves accordingly as well. No. What I'm saying is that when somebody else is talking, we want to make sure we give them an opportunity to finish. That's all I'm saying. Now, you can be emotional or whatever, but we want to make sure that we keep this thing on the level.
No, hold on a second. And I'm just gonna be straight up. Real talk. If this kid continues, I'm gonna drop off and y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do. All I'm saying is you said that they would ask me questions. The Senate could ask, because you said the fact checkers would just fact check things we said and put up information in the back, not testify or pontificate. You said that the Senate would be able to ask us questions and we would respond to the questions. These are the rules y'all laid out. But what's happening is they are not just they are debating against my point. So that's what's happening. It's not the way you said it was. So I think that's disingenuous. So all I'm saying is if it continues to be like that, y'all can have this conversation with yourself, because it's not worth my time to keep doing this shit, because I'm not going to do a 5v1.
You keep saying 5v1 because I feel like I'm being disrespectful. Okay, I'm not going to go there.
No, hold on a second, Black man. I'll go there because it needs to be said. Listen, here's my thing. You've been talking all night long. And we want to make sure that this is fair. I want to make sure we give Damon the exact professor the exact amount of time. That's just being courteous. Now, if you feel like you can't abide by the rules, you're more than welcome to leave, sir. Now, if you want to stay here, you can, but these are the rules. We want to make sure, as a matter of fact, from here on out, we're going to use the timer. We're going to give you 1 minute to rebut. And after that, we'll give your opponent 30 seconds to apply, to rebut. And that's it. That's the only fair way we'll be able to do this. Because as far as getting emotional, it's slowing down the conversation.
Okay, hold on a second. Do you disagree that we're having a lot more multiple debates than just myself and Professor?
Here's the thing. I'm not answering that question because I'm the moderator.
This is where you fall back.
No. We've laid down the rules. You don't make the rules. We do. Okay.
Right.
Now, what I'm just saying, what I said was fair. No. What I said was fair. You don't ask me, I tell you. That's how this works.
Gotcha, brother.
Exactly. Are we clear?
Don't do that.
No. Are we clear?
Don't do that. Oh, don't do that. All right.
I need an affirmative, yes or no. Are we clear?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Are we clear?
Don't do that, brother.
Are we clear?
We are not clear.
Gentlemen, let's move on. Drop off? I dropped him. I dropped him. Now we're gonna have a debate. Professor, let's go ahead and start up, sir. You had anybody else had any questions you want to ask Professor? Because we gave Damon half the night, and I want to make sure that we go ahead and give you a fair opportunity to say what you need to say.
Anybody have any questions, Jeff?
Yeah, what's happening right now? Like, what are we doing? Yo? Come on.
Well, what happens when people, get into their emotions, man? Things happen like that. We can't
Yo,
we can have a spirited debate. It is what it is.
move on, though, I'd like to answer, and this is a question, because I don't think anybody really addressed that, about the criminality of Trump. As far as I'm concerned, it's a trade-off, because I believe there's something that you could be said about anybody,
So I dropped off then. Shout out to listen, BMU, if y'all want to come up, y'all welcome to come up. BMU, if you want to come up, you're welcome to come up. Shout out to my man JT is in the building. What We Know podcast. What's going on, good brother? How you doing? Romello said, damn, give Ebony a membership. yeah. Yo, JT, we old as F, man. Yeah. No F-bombs. Listen, if y'all say F-bombs, then y'all owe me $10. So no F-bombs, please, because listen, I'm trying to clean up my act a little bit. I'm starting to stop saying F-bombs. I owe myself money if I say F-bombs. So no F-bombs, no trigger words. Okay, I appreciate y'all. Black Men Unfiltered Network said, I told him the rules. You did before it started. You did. So to answer my guy, Raj Will, the reason why I dropped off after that was because, number one, there is no more debate. The debate was supposed to be between Damien and the professor. Number two is because I didn't like the way Beans was being very biased and very partial and trying to take over. Like, I came over there to hang out with Lit P. I came over there to hang out with BMU. I came over there to be a part of what they set up. I didn't go over the Beans channel for nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? I went over there to their channel. And so I didn't want to subject myself to the rules and regulations of what Beans had going on, what Beans thought. That's the answer to that. Okay. So the link again is pinned to the top. Shout out to my man Jimmy Rucker. He said he got 5 on it. Listen, if y'all want to open up the panel, we need at least 7 people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. 7 people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel to everyone. BMU, if you want to come up, you can come up. Go ahead, Lit Pete. What you want to say, good brother?
Here's my thing. What we don't realize is that we love a good train wreck from time to time. But my thing is this, man, we got to be better, man. We really do. When we have rules in place, it's for a reason, and to call each other out of our names, it's not cool. I see a lot of times on YouTube where people want to have their little chest poked out and everybody want to have their point and have their little ego stroke. But there's a time and place for that. You know what I'm saying? And last night was not the time for you to have your ego on display. This was the time for you to display your mental prowess. You know what I'm saying? So we can see how you can debate. Do you stand on what you say you believe in? Or you just going to make up stuff and then try to railroad everybody and then play the victim after the fact? We don't do that over there. We have intelligent brothers who know how to stop stuff like that. And as myself, Black Man, the reason why he put me in charge from time to time is he knows I pick up on stuff like that quick. And my thing is, a lot of times you can't have somebody else you have to have somebody else to be the long arm of the law to at least appear to be fair. You see what I'm saying? And so when people disrespect him, they in essence are disrespecting me. And I don't take too kindly to disrespect, especially if I have people on my panel who come in as guests and they attack people like you and other people. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main reason why we don't elevate our conversations, is because there's always somebody there to derail a conversation, either with some type of BS or some type of stall tactic to mess up the conversation. And my thing is, people's time is more valuable. I respect your time, Izzy. And that's the main reason why I had to let him go, man. And I respect everybody else's time.
I appreciate that. So GA Boy said you was being pretty pro-Trump biased. Well, this is the thing. I was on the side of pro-Trump. I was the fact checker for pro-Trump. So I was that, and I was stating the facts. But they'll tell you I had it. Everything I said I had put in a back chat so they could pull it up. They just didn't have a chance to pull it up yet. And number two, most of the time I was quiet. But yeah. What's up, BMU? What's going on, good brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? To my brother Lost in the building. I see him today. The Velvet Voice of YouTube. And my boy Hit the motherfucking like and subscribe button from my brother in the night. Today. Hey, bro, listen. I gave the rules and he kept going back, and I felt it being disingenuous when I told him the rules, and then he kept reiterating, "This is not what you told me."
Mhm.
I said that you would have someone. He said it's 1 versus 5, but Mr. Bennett is on Kamala's side.
Yes.
Right. I brought in a pastor.
The pastor's
who
on
is on
Kamala's side.
Kamala's side.
Yes, sir.
Right. I
Miss
balanced
Anissa.
Anissa. I brought her in. She's on Kamala's side. So
Yes,
it
sir.
wasn't 5 versus 1. When I do a panel, sir, I've been doing this too long. When I do a panel, I know what the fuck I'm doing. So
you owe me $10, brother.
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
no F-bombs. But go ahead.
I'm sorry, but go ahead.
To the
Let me answer
cash
the call real quick.
No F-bombs. Yeah, yes, sir. No F-bombs, y'all. When we open up this panel, please no F-bombs. I'm trying to do something different. Shout out to my man BMU. See through you said, wait, you pro-Trump, Izzy? Not necessarily. I was on the pro-Trump side of the debate. My man Professor asked me to, link up with him. They set me up like that, and I said, cool. Because listen, if I had to vote between two of them, I'll be honest with you, I ain't voting for Kamala. But
let me help you out. Is it what they don't realize is that we had it set up where we had two debaters. Okay, we had Damien on one side, and we had Professor on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Then we also assigned each one of those people a fact checker to check the facts of the other person's points. Mr. Bennett was assigned to Damien, and Izzy was assigned to Professor. So when he tried to prove his point, which is required in the rules to show us where you get it from and put it on the screen, Izzy did his job. The other side did not do their job because they didn't put anything that they said that was on the screen. So we can't verify it if we can't see it. That's not a point and that's not a win.
Right. That's a fact. Shout out to Ramella 747. Thank you for $2. He didn't understand the assignment. Yep. Harmonize. Thank you, family. $2. Past time to stop the debate. It's beyond messy. Yeah. Shout out to my man KP for KC5. Salute to y'all, man. Always a great convo. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, if y'all want to keep this going, because I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of good points, make sure that y'all hit the Cash App. We need at least 7 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open it up to everybody. Right now, it's just BMU and Lit because they was up there and they invited me, and I appreciate it. I'm voting for Jay Prince for president before Kamala said, my name is my name. Shout out to my name is my name. Good luck with that one. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going there, y'all. I'm not going there, I promise. Let me see someone else. Damien didn't understand the ground rules. Well, he kept repeating them. And the funny thing is, though, when everybody was talking and it was to his points, he was totally quiet, totally happy. He started hallelujah and amen and clapping. And that's what I'm talking about. And that's the point I was about to make in a few minutes. And yeah, I'm about to say that in about 10 more minutes. But since y'all talk about it, let me talk about it now. Like, am I lying, Lit? Did I make up anything? BMU, did I make up anything? They must be still.
No, you didn't make nothing up, man. I was just reaching for the unmute button. But here's my thing. We went over that during sound check. So there's no excuse for that. And not only that, it was reiterated in front of everybody so everybody could see that we told him what the rules were. And it wasn't just him, it was everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Thomas said, here comes the sign language. I got clips of her calling herself Indian over and over and over and over again, never black. And they still calling her a black woman. The need to be right is an addictive drug. Yes, it is. And it's ridiculous. Yes, it is. But again, I don't care. Like we was talking about before, I don't care about her skin color. I care about her policies and her politics. What is she going to bring to the White House that's going to affect me and my household? Which she has a lot of things that would negatively affect me and my household. It has nothing to do with her being a black woman. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Well, I don't know. Yes, did y'all see the DNC? I
saw bits and pieces of it. I watched the Obamas do that thing, which is a masterful
it
display
was
of words.
Yes. I'm like,
a whole bunch of flowery words with no bite and no context. My thing is, it's good for the low hanging fruit.
But they know how to do it, though, don't they? Don't they know how to do it though?
Oh man, it was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty, man.
They know how to
I have
do
to
it.
give them their props for that one. That was beautiful.
Like, what the
You know, for the folks who don't know any better, man, I'm pretty sure they were full last night and full of joy.
What? That daggone Michelle, boy. That daggone Michelle, boy.
Man,
I
she was
like.
channeling her and Martin Luther King, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see if we could. Let's see if we could. Oh my God. Let's see if we could. Man. Oh man. Oh man. I said,
Now I have to give
Lord.
people their props, man, when they do good. You know, when they put on a good show, I have to give them their props, man.
That was a show and a half, boy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, wait a minute. They made Kamala, sorry, look like a whole different person. I'm like,
But you know, here's the thing: the reason why they sent the Obamas in now is so they
Mm-hmm.
can go ahead and get everybody all jazzed up.
Mhm.
When it comes time for her to speak, she gonna mess it up. Mark
You
my
think
words.
so?
I know she gonna mess it up.
You don't think they're gonna be her ghostwriters? You don't think they're gonna ghostwrite for her?
Listen, they need to, whoever wrote Obama and them stuff, they need to let her borrow them.
Yeah, I think they
You know
gonna
what I'm
write for her. I
saying?
think they're gonna ghostwrite for her. That's what I'm saying. I think
They need, man. That was some good stuff.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Hey, listen, that first DNC day sucked. But yo, them Obamas, I'm gonna play it because I didn't get to see it all. But what I saw, I was like, God dog. I'm telling you.
You got to do it. You have to look and see how they played it out. What they did was they put Joe on real late, so
Mhm.
nobody will forget and get everybody jazzed up for the Obamas. And we're gonna put them on prime time, so everybody can see it. So you don't have to go to sleep without getting your warm and fuzzies. You know what I'm saying from the DNC. So which is pretty smart. But my thing is, I want to know where they're gonna put Kamala. They're gonna put at the end,
I think
so
at the
nobody
end.
remembers, or they're gonna put on prime time.
I think at the end, what's her TBE trucking? They had twice the viewing than the RNC had. Yo, yeah, last night, I'm sure the first night was whack. Michelle Obama is the one. She's all that always. Okay. Chicago Real said, I can see that the DNC is a high budget BT award show, but what was the substance from the RNC? I didn't watch it. I'll be honest. I didn't watch that either.
Well, if we're being honest, the highlight was the Trump was there and he had just got shot.
Oh
So-
yeah, that makes it. Yeah, that was
we
the
didn't really
highlight.
know if we was gonna have RNC or not. You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. Hey, Little John came through with the turn down for what? For real, I didn't even see that. Yo,
Yeah, he
let's
did.
watch. Hey, BMU, you back yet? You know, Money Marco, what's up? I had the same reaction. Yo, they came through, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
But you know, at least Lil John had on a vest and some slacks, man. That was the same color that was matching. I give him that.
Word. What's up, Out the Mud, Cody? What's up with your big dog? How you doing? JP having marriage. Oh, come on, fam. Come on, fam. I told y'all I'm not touching that. Y'all stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. I'm not gonna touch that. That's that people business. I don't speak on no man or no woman marriage. That's their business, especially in the space. Now, I might have, if it's a famous people that we all know, I might have done content on them, like Russell Wilson and Ciara. Who else have I done content on? Anybody else that I've done content on, I think I've done like celebrating their marriage, but Russell Wilson and Ciara might have been the only thing that I might have said about them was the fact that yeah, he's a sucker. But anyway, I digress. Other than that, I don't really talk about people marriage, man. I don't really get into that. So I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna stay out of that. That's between that man, that woman, and they God. Okay. I don't get into that. I don't get between people marriages. I really don't. Let's get to it though. Let's see what Michelle Obama had to say, because I didn't get a chance to see all of this. I'm cheating right now. I'm killing two birds with one stone. In the meantime, between time, if y'all want to open up this panel and y'all want to get it in, we need at least 7 more people to the Cash App, at least $10 a piece. At least 7 people, $10 a piece, or 10 people, $7 a piece. Whatever y'all want to do, we need at least 70. But however y'all work it out is cool with me. Let's get to it. Without any further delay, let's press play and see what Michelle Obama had to say. Wait, is it Big Mike or Michelle? Wait a minute, come on. Why y'all doing that? Is it Big Mike or Michelle? I think it's Michelle. What do y'all? I'm still gonna go with Michelle.
We
Come
gonna
on,
play
JC the
nice.
Conqueror.
We gonna play nice.
Play nice. I'm gonna
come
go
on,
with
y'all.
Michelle because that's not proven. That's not proven. That's not proven, y'all. Y'all are terrible, man. We're gonna stick with Michelle for right now. Shout out to Michelle.
Okay. We got a big night ahead. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna tell you what though. If Michelle would have ran, Michelle probably could have won. If Michelle would have ran, Michelle probably could have won. Like straight up, she straight up could have won. But let's go. Yo, come on, JC. Allegedly. Yo, my auntie low key. Come on, y'all. Chill. Y'all are wild. Uh-oh. They in the shy.
Something wonderfully magical is in the air, isn't it? Yeah.
That pixie dust.
You know, we're feeling it here in this arena, but it's spreading all across this country we love. A familiar feeling that's been buried too deep for far too long.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm talking about. It's the contagious power of hope.
That pixie does. Hear what that pixie does again, family.
The energy, the exhilaration of once again being on the cusp of a brighter day. The chance to vanquish the demons of fear, division, and hate that have consumed us and continue pursuing the unfinished promise of this great nation, the dream that our parents and grandparents fought and died and sacrificed for. America, hope is making a comeback.
Uh-oh. Up with hope, down with dope. Uh-oh.
But to be honest, I am realizing that until recently, I have mourned the dimming of that hope. And maybe you've experienced the same feelings, that deep pit in my stomach, a palpable sense of dread about the future. And for me, that mourning has also been mixed with my own personal grief. The last time I was here in my hometown was to memorialize my mother, the woman who showed me the meaning of hard work and humility and decency, the woman who set my moral compass high and showed me the power of my own voice. Folks, I still feel her loss so profoundly. I wasn't even sure if I'd be steady enough to stand before you tonight, but my heart compelled me to be here because of the sense of duty that I feel to honor her memory and to remind us all not to squander the sacrifices our elders made to give us a better future.
Oh boy. Oh boy. They hitting you with that Negro spiritual, boy. Woo! The Negro spiritual is strong, ain't it?
The power of grandmothers across the globe is what gives us hope.
Yes. They hitting you with that Negro spiritual. I'm telling you. Yo, if you don't know better, you gotta get caught up.
I need somebody to listen to the hope that grandmothers around the world provide us. Yes, indeed.
Yes,
I don't know how I could stand today, but I'm here.
Hey, shout out to Omega Dress Gaming Channel, said LOL hope. Yo, what's up? The Red Pill Ranger in the building. Good. Happy belated birthday. How you doing, fam? Democrats always get played emotionally, which says a lot about them and what the politicians think about them. Yup. That's a fact. The uninitiated get swept up. Hey, but you can't listen. Let's don't lie though. Let's don't lie. Part of y'all feel it too though. Don't act like you don't feel it. Like it ain't a stirring. But it's just that you know better. You know what it is. Well, listen, hey, Lit, did you feel it? Did you feel it? A little tinge in your spirit?
I felt it deep down inside.
Deep down inside. What's up, Von Bryant? Greetings, peace, joy, and grace and abundance to you too as well, family. Yo, Vet Life 81, thank you, fam, for the $5. Why do the Dems speak as if they are not currently in power and have been for the past 3+ years? So we need quote unquote hope because of Biden-Harris regime. Correct. She ain't felt hope in a long time. She ain't felt hope since they got out the White House. But now, what happened to the chief who drowned with her and her wife? I mean, husband. Oh, Lord. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know what that means. Y'all do remember less people voted for Obama the second time. So what happened to the hope? Wow, pulling up on the heartstrings. Yes, she is pulling up on them heartstrings now. It ain't no hope. So take the dough. Make it stop. I gotta hear this. Y'all gonna have to bow out gracefully. I gotta hear this one. Hey, listen, if y'all want to open up the panel, we just need 7 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we can talk about it all, man. We need 7 more people, at least $10. Church check-in. Shout out to Minister Jack, man. Yeah. Shout out to Minister Jack. Nasty work. Moving like a stealing preacher. Oh no. I gotta get my my piano back. I'm gonna get that back in a moment. Let's go.
You see, my mom, in her steady, quiet way, lived out that striving sense of hope every single day of her life. She believed that all children, all people have value.
She gonna bust out with the children of the
Anyone
future.
can succeed if given the opportunity. She and my father didn't aspire to be wealthy. In fact, they were suspicious of folks who took more than they needed. They understood that it wasn't enough for their kids to thrive if everyone else around us was drowning. So my mother volunteered at the local school. She always looked out for the other kids on the block. She was glad to do the thankless, unglamorous work that for generations has strengthened the fabric of this nation. The belief that if you do unto others, if you love thy neighbor, if you work and scrape and sacrifice, it will pay off. If not for you, then maybe for your children or your grandchildren.
Hey, Lit. I didn't even hear this part, and that's what I was talking about tonight about loving thy neighbor. That's what I was talking about earlier. Loving thy neighbor, the golden rule. Hey, BMU, you there? You back yet? Can't wait to hear what BMU got to say on this. All right, let's get to it. Hey, y'all, just $70 more. I can't with this. But it feels good. Her mom stayed on break. Stop playing. Oh, Lord.
Children. You see, those values have been passed on through family farms and factory towns, through tree-lined streets and crowded tenements, through prayer groups and National Guard units and social studies classrooms. Those were the values my mother poured into me until her very last breath. Kamala Harris and I built our lives on those same foundational values. Even though our mothers grew up an ocean apart, they shared the same belief in the promise of this country. That's why her mother moved.
Hey, look, ocean apart. Because Kamala lost her mother, so that's that. You see the play, Lit. Go ahead. You got it. You
I was
see
just
the play.
trying. She said she built up some stuff, and she automatically tried to transfer the power visually from her to Kamala. But I would think that she would play up her husband. But I guess he's old news now. You know what I'm saying?
And he's a man. He gonna get up there too, but he's a man. So she doing the girl power thing. Yeah, rest in peace to Michelle Obama's mom. Yeah, rest in peace to her mom. Seriously, all jokes aside, let's rest in peace to her mother.
You know what is it? Here's the thing. What people don't realize is that attorneys are very good at painting a picture that you can see. We call it legal fiction, visual legal fiction. So pay attention. I want y'all to close your eyes and feel the picture that she's painting in your mind so you can get all warm and fuzzy as we continue. Yes.
Warm and fuzzy.
Yes, warm and fuzzy.
Let's go.
Moved here from India at 19. It's why she taught Kamala about justice, about the obligation to lift others up, about our responsibility to give more than we take. She'd often tell her daughter, don't sit around and complain about things, do something. So, with that voice in her head, Kamala went out and she worked hard in school, graduating from an HBCU, earning her law degree at a state school. And then she went on
Was
to
this
work
voice
for
she
the
talked
people,
about confirmed?
fighting to hold lawbreakers accountable, strengthening
No.
the rule of law.
Exactly.
No.
Y'all got to catch it, man. Y'all got to catch it, man. You know, I hate to be the little kid that told other little kids ain't no such thing as Santa Claus, but I need y'all to wake up.
Hey, listen, I was that kid too. Hey, Romelo 747, $2 back. I thank you, family. Who wrote this? The ghostwriter is magnificent. I think she wrote it herself. And with Barack, I think her and Barack might have been a writing team. They like Gamble and Huff. They like Terry, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They like Prince and who's Prince writing with? Mars Day.
Mars Brown.
Mars
Brown.
Mars Day.
Instead of Mars Day. Down at one of them HBCUs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Wow. Hey, they didn't get into Harvard for nothing. Don't get it twisted. You looking at two Harvard graduates, okay? Don't get it twisted. Slick snake oil salesmen are good at painting pictures too. Yes, Lord. Yes, they are, Chicago Rilla. Yes, they are. Let's go.
I appreciate the mastery. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is masterful.
I
I
appreciate it.
Yes. She's magnificent.
Law, fighting to get folks better wages, cheaper prescription drugs, a good education, decent health care, child care, elder care. From a middle-class household, Kamala worked her way up to become
Jugs,
Vice
the jugs,
President of the United States
Jugs,
of
as in
America.
Jugs,
implants.
Yeah.
For the L's and the T's.
Is more than ready for this moment.
Hey, hold on. Hey, real
She
quick.
is
I'm sorry.
One of the most qualified.
Hey, Rilla, man, the panel's not open yet, good brother. The panel's not open yet, good brother. Shout out to you, man. We need 7 more people, at least $10 a piece to open up the panel to everyone, man. We need 7 people, at least $10 a piece to open up the panel to everyone. Panel's not open yet, but y'all support the show, man, so we can open up the panel, man. I definitely want to hear what everybody got to say. Let's go.
People ever to seek the office of the presidency. And she is one of the most dignified. A tribute to her mother, to my mother, and to your mother too.
Dang, not your mama.
Of
Me
the stories
and you.
we tell ourselves about this country. Her story is your story. It's my story. It's the story of the vast majority of Americans trying to build a better life. Look, Kamala knows, like we do, that regardless of where you come from, what you look like, who you love, how you worship, or what's in your bank account,
who you love,
we all deserve the opportunity to build a decent life. All of our contributions deserve to be accepted.
That's that
and
legitimate
valued.
talk.
because
See, that's that slick, legitimate talk, you heard? That's that slick, legitimate talk. They try to slip in there.
Yeah, you got to throw them dog whistle words in there, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's that
so you can hear your part, so you can howl too, you know. All the women, ow.
Hey, y'all, listen. We want to open up this panel. We want to hear from you. We just need 7 people to the Cash App, all right? 7 people to the Cash App, $ Israel Mills, $ Israel Mills, and we will open up the panel. I'm going to look at the Super Chat to see where we're at in the Super Chat and see what's going on. But make sure y'all hit the Cash App, at least 7 people to the Cash App, and we will open up the panel, all right? At least $10 a piece. Let me see what's legibit is. How we spelling it? Okay, I like that. L legibit. L-I-G. All the alphabets is legitimate. Hey, nobody deserves ish. You get what you qualify for. Shout out to you. Y'all wild. What's up, Ed Unchained? What's going on? Ed Unchained is in the building. Y'all some wild boys. Let's get to it.
no one has a monopoly on what it means to be an American. No one. Kamala has shown her allegiance to this nation, not by spewing anger and bitterness, but by living a life of service and always pushing the doors of opportunity open to others. She understands that most of us will never be afforded the grace of failing forward. We will never benefit from the affirmative action of generational wealth.
It should have been falling forward, not failing forward.
If we bankrupt a business,
you okay?
Or choke in a crisis, we don't get a second, third, or fourth chance. If things don't go our way, we don't have the luxury of whining or cheating others to get further ahead. No. We don't get to change the rules so we always win. If we see a mountain in front of us, we don't expect there to be an escalator waiting to take us to the top. No.
Yep.
We put our heads down.
She painting a hell of a
We
picture.
get to work. In America, we do something.
Hey, this that trust fund baby talk. This that trust fund baby. He a trust fund baby, and we are not talk. This is that trust fund baby talk.
But
hey,
you know
BMU, go ahead, fam.
No. What I was saying is that whenever you have people who bring up what other people doing, like calling people trust fund babies or whatever, and we don't have the option of going bankrupt or whatever, but there's a Planned Parenthood truck right outside.
Oh,
for you to hit the bankruptcy button and hit a reset button for a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? In a neighborhood near you, you know, so the nerve of people to come in and question somebody else's, you know, ability to restart their life when they want to, just as long as you don't tell them, hey, I can't go visit the truck over here so I can hit the button and restart my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, Rilla, what's up, man? What say you, good brother? You there? Rilla?
Yeah. I just couldn't get off mute quick enough. I'm at the gig listening, man. Hey, listen, hopefully everybody sent in something, put in something on the plate, put something on that donation for you to open up.
Not yet, but we gonna because we got it in the super chat. We got more than enough super chat. We just didn't get Cash App, so I checked the super chat, so we good.
Hold on, I'm walking outside really quick. Peace to the chat, peace to the panel, man.
Oh man, when you went outside, it just messed everything up, man. When he said, "Yo, BMU, you there?"
More objectivity. I don't find any particularly redeeming value in either party. I think this DNC show is just a glorified BET award show with a bigger budget. But I do love, absolutely 1000% love. There are a lot of Black businesses eating this week. I'm curious to know how many black businesses ate in Milwaukee at the RNC, right? Because those are the things that I'm passionate about. But the play as it stands, both sides are doing what they need to do. The Obamas, the Jasmine Crockett, I didn't really care for. I agree with you, is that first night was, but that Jasmine Crockett, like I was, as a, even if she wasn't a politician, just as a professional woman, that she did not translate well for me at all, right?
Right.
But I do wish that we would really stop with the gang banging, because as black people, we don't have that option, man.
Right.
I don't have that option to flag Democrat or Republican. I don't like neither one of them, right? So, but what I am concerned about is, hey, these are the 5 things that I'm most concerned with. Who can execute on that? That's what I'm looking at. So I'm waiting to hear what the rest of these policies are gonna sound like. I don't like I didn't listen to all of Michelle's speech because it did sound like a pep rally. But when Obama came out, I didn't like the whole, I don't like when they do the digs at Trump. Like, we already know who he is. I want to hear what is it about? Yeah, well, I want to hear what is it about this woman that all of a sudden made you come out and say, okay, I'm gonna ride with her, right? Because remember, he chose Biden, Biden chose her. So when Biden stepped aside, people were waiting, like they thought he was gonna jump out the window
Right.
and
He
say,
did. He waited a while.
and he chilled for a second. So I'm more curious to know, what is it about her? And I don't want to hear the fluff about, immigrant parents and came and started from the bottom. Now we here. No, I want to hear, what is it that she's done through her track record. Because we always hear about her track record as a DA and as an AG. The one thing is, I don't really hear us talking about, what is her voting record as a sitting senator.
Right.
What did she do as a senator? I never hear that conversation, really. So that makes me curious to peel the layers back and dig into that, see if there's something there. And then, of course, we're hearing about what she didn't do at the borders. But I just wish, as black people, we wouldn't really play into the gangbanging aspect of it and, flag Democrat or Republican. I want to hear the substance of it all.
That's a good point.
Hey, Rilla, I got you, man. Here's the thing. She's only passed 3 things. One of them had to do with the study of black men and black boys, but that was a bipartisan thing. You know what I'm saying? The only reason it got passed because, everybody voted on that. The other 2 things were, matter of fact, I think that was the only thing. The other 2 things were failures. And of course, everything else she voted no against. So her record is online. If you guys want to look it up, it's there. But I know for a fact that the only thing that she passed was a study for black boys and black men. And that's why I always tell women, y'all are, caping for this woman about being a black woman when she ain't never did nothing for y'all. At least she did a study on black men. You see what I'm saying? And that's legit. You can look that up yourself.
Yo, Vet Life 81 said, how? My man Romello 747 said, all I heard was 1 fish, 2 fish, blue fish, red fish. Classic Creole says, so many slip-ups is. Yes, it was. My man JT said, Michelle is such a beautiful liar. Out the Mud thinks she's on our ass, Jesus baby. He said, she's on y'all ass, Jesus baby. I don't know about that. Ari Nicole said, we are slaves to our own vices and behaviors. That's a fact. Yo, Amanaz said, she don't like him. Remember that View interview talking about Obama. She don't like her husband. Okay. Wow.
And this is why we stay losing. This is what I'm saying, right? I think you having a substantive dialogue around, and I don't mean to take it serious. If y'all joking, then y'all joking. It is what it is. But I think this is why we as a people continue to lose. The things that we should be concerned with, the things that we should be applying a critical eye and ear to. Now we cracking, oh, that's Big Mike. Oh, that's a dude. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, hey man, listen, when this inflation go through the roof and your ass is paying, $15 for something that was $5 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Think gas in the city here is like $4.19. My man is in LA, gas there is like $7 or something like that, I think he said. People that smoke squares, you know how much the squares cost now. Right? These are the things that we should be focused. I don't give a fuck about nobody.
$10,
My bad.
man. $10. Man.
I got you.
to the
I
Cash
don't
App
care
thing.
about nobody's personality. I don't care whether you like these politicians are tools. It doesn't matter if you like them. The reason why what Lit is saying is important in terms of watching the play and stuff like that, because that plays into your emotion, right? That plays into whether you like them, you know, you get along with them or whatever it is that you think about them. But at the end of the day, you should be looking at them as a tool. A hammer is a hammer. A screwdriver is a screwdriver, regardless of what, does it get the job done? And the
Right.
thing that we keep waiting on as black, and I'll go on mute after this, is the thing
You
that
good?
we keep waiting on as black people, we keep begging, can you do something for me, please? What you got for black people? And you never go to them with your 5-point, 10-point, 20-point plan of these are the list of things that I need you to address. Can you deliver on these? If you can, then you got my vote. We never hold their feet to the fire. We always, this perpetual state, like as much as we talk about people on welfare, y'all stay on welfare waiting on these folk to do something for you. You never want to do for self. Want to laugh and giggle and play and point fingers and kiki it up at everything, man. Nah, this, listen, man, I think this, I honestly think in my lifetime, I think this election will be pivotal.
Absolutely.
I think this one will be pivotal. I think people need to pay attention. And it's bad on both sides, right? So you better figure out the one that aligns with your values genuinely the most, and that could deliver on the things that you care about that's going to impact you, your family, and your community. That's the things you need to be pushing and advocating for. I'm on mute.
No doubt. Hey, shout out to that. Shout out to the Drip Show. Izzy, what up? BMU for president. I second that motion. BMU for president. Yep. If y'all want to guarantee that your comments get highlighted in red, please do so through the super chat or through the cash app. Shout out to Big Tay 85. That's why it's called drill, baby, drill. Okay. I don't know what that is for, but C3U says she ain't passed anything. She voted on it. So please, let's understand how that works. You have to look at her voting record to understand where her interests are. She can't pass anything by herself, right? The only thing is, see through you, she was the border czar and she allowed all of those migrants to come in. And then when they tried to put them at her doorstep, she sent them off to New York and Chicago and everywhere else. So yeah, shout out to my man Emperor Code. Between us, the media wants you to focus on gasoline prices, which is wrong. You should be focused on diesel prices. Diesel moves the economy and the world. Gas moves your ass. Shout out to that. Yo, listen, I just want to let everybody know. No F-bombs on the panel, please. No F-bombs in the chat, no F-bombs on the panel. If we say F-bombs on the panel, it is a $10 fine to the Cash App. Okay, y'all? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to clean up my channel a little bit so that my videos can be monetized when I'm not getting Cash Apps. Is that fair?
You know, that's fair. You know what else I thought about too, man?
What's that?
Like last night's show, we started talking about, you know, they were saying what has Trump has done, and they were talking about where he extended the money for HBCUs. Okay. My thing is this: instead of waiting on somebody to hand us a check, we should be enrolling in the business school at our local HBCUs where we know the money's there waiting for us. Get into class, understand how the system is made and fed and how it works, and participate. I think what happens is we get so caught up in receiving a check in the mail that we forget that we have the possibility to write the checks too. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, I want us to get off our tails and take advantage of the things that we already have in place now. Go down to your local board, local chamber of commerce, find out how business is really done. You know, find out what need to be done in your community. You may find out that, hey, you have an idea for a business that will serve your community, but that nobody's feeling right now. But you'll never know unless you get around like-minded people.
Big facts.
So that's the main reason why I said, hey, let's figure out exactly what it is that we can do and take advantage of what we already have.
That makes sense.
Hey, is just really quick. How about all those businesses that during those George Floyd uprisings that say, hey, black people, we hear you, we see you, we stand with you, we have all this money for you. You see how quick we forgot that they supposed to pay like their way too? Something came up in my feed a minute ago. I got a whole file of companies that were talking about how, like 4 ways to support African Americans. One of, I think it was Walmart. They were talking about using black suppliers. So if you if you create products that would fit in their stores and in their market, you know what I'm saying? You should be on that supply chain list. But how quick have we forgotten about these outlets and making these tons? Hey, remember you said this? You know what I'm saying? And holding their feet to the fire.
That's a good point. But then they put Snoop Dogg cereal in them in the back or something like that. They wasn't
Rap
even
snacks, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, they wasn't even. Well, they promote Rap Snacks. Rap Snacks is, but I haven't seen Snoop cereal really on the shelf at Walmart.
Well,
Allegedly,
here's
they put
you know
on
what else? Here's the
that.
thing that I'm working on, just to give you a heads up. I'm working on starting an apiary. So for those who don't know what that is, I'm working on being a beekeeper because people need honey. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have enough. We don't have enough black people to cultivate bees. Now, here's the thing: there's also more parts of being an apiary. You can actually, of course, sell the honey, which is a byproduct, and you can also loan your bees out to apple orchards, peach orchards, places like that, where people who have orchards need to have their stuff pollinated, and they will pay you to bring your bees in. You see what I'm saying?
How do you contain your bees once they're in an orchard?
Well, what it is that they actually already know what home is. They have these big, huge trucks and pallets, and they have queens and that type of stuff in there. And the bees know how to come back home. Once you get them trained, they're gonna be trained. And what people don't realize is that when we were smaller, this is the research that I did. When we were smaller, you can remember seeing a lot of honeybees out in the yard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When we were kids, butterflies. Well, due to the pesticides that we have now in monocultures and stuff like that, it kind of killed off all of our natural bees. That's the reason why most of our bees come from Europe, because they're not allowed to have all those pesticides. So the bees that we have now are actually European honeybees, and they bring those in. But that's the reason why we have to make sure that we continue on making sure that we take care of our bees, because if we don't have our bees, it messes up our food supply. So that is a niche that we actually need to focus on in our community that we don't think about. Does that make sense?
No doubt.
Yeah.
My name said you don't see honeybees in the wild anytime like that. Wow. Shout out to In the Highest one, what's going on. My man Kojak said the economy currently is in a recession, 46 Harris, and the cronies do not want you to know that. I'm not an economist, but I study money. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, but yeah, Stevie Wonder could see it. Like, see through you said, how has this is a question to the panel. How has any policies she has voted on negatively affected you? Rilla or
Yeah, so for me, that's what I said. The fact that I don't hear people talking about her voting record as a senator, that's making me dig a little deeper. So I'm still in the midst of figuring out what a voter, like I went and did the research on her as a DA and an AG, because that's all I was hearing them talk about. But that made me think about, like, well, what's her performance as a senator? Right. So I'm still looking that up. So I can't quite answer that, but let BMU may be able to.
You said, what are some of the policies she's done that affect me? She hadn't done nothing. I will tell you this, though. It has negatively affected some of my friends, people who I know who have sanctuary cities where they have people who come in through the border, and now they're stealing and breaking into folks' houses or whatever and stealing people's mail, and they don't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the things that affect me directly and indirectly. So, you know, there's a lot of things that we can do, but my thing is we can't close our eyes to what we see just because we feel a certain way. You know, I understand that most women want this woman to be president so they can get a win, so they can feel good about themselves. But my thing is this, that's not how real world works. If you don't show up to your job, expect to be fired. If you don't do what you signed up to do at your job, expect to be fired. So my thing is why wouldn't we fire her if she hasn't done her job? All because she's a woman and she claims to be black? Where else in the world does that work? And if you guys don't want somebody to call her a DEI hire, tell her that she needs to do her job so she can quit embarrassing y'all. You know, if that's what you really want to latch on to. So that's my whole thing. My thing is if I want somebody to be represent me, I want to make sure that they're doing what looks like to represent me. You know, did you do a good job? Okay, good. I can rock with you. You know, if you didn't, I'm gonna say, hey, here's some things that you need to work on. Please fix it. And if you ignore it, then you got to go. That's with any business. And I don't understand why we can't see that.
No doubt. Yes, out the mud, Cody. You can say that. Out the mud, Cody. Yes. Shout out to Lit. If that's what you feel, you can say that. Yes. Let's go.
life. That's what we've seen from Kamala Harris. The steel of her spine, the steadiness of her upbringing, the honesty of her example, and yes, the joy of her laughter and her light.
Yo, all of this stuff would be good for like class president, but president of the United States, I don't know.
She made it seem like she's just like this great imaginary
Stellar
friend, you
human
know?
being. Yep.
She had a steel back and a kind heart.
Yeah,
You
she's
know what I'm
supposed
saying?
to. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Pull it on. Hey, listen, y'all tweaking. Michelle is from Parkway Gardens. That's O Block.
Yeah, she tweeted. She
Yeah,
turned
she
it
from
on.
63rd and King Drive. She gonna sell it to you. And
Hey,
you gonna pay like you weigh.
Hey.
It couldn't be more obvious. Of the two major candidates in this race, only Kamala Harris truly understands the unseen labor and unwavering commitment that has always made America great. Now, unfortunately, we know what comes next. We know folks are going to do everything they can to distort her truth. My husband and I sadly know a little something about this. For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
Listen, if I may interject,
yes, sir.
Trump
Hold on,
didn't
yes.
run against Obama.
Right.
He didn't, but he still waged the campaign against him like he was running against him.
Oh Lord, let's go.
I want to know who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs. It's his same old con. His same old con. Doubling down on ugly, misogynistic, racist lies as a substitute for real ideas and solutions that will actually make people's lives better.
Waving the back,
because
KP.
Cutting
My
our
man.
health care,
So
taking
KP.
away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did, those things are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters.
Wait. Is this common knowledge? Is she's saying that she had test tube babies?
Listen, we can't glaze over that, man.
She's saying that she had test tube babies?
Can't glaze over that, is it? Come on, man.
Hold up. Is this common knowledge, y'all? Is this common knowledge?
I don't think so, man.
What's up, narratives of dialogues? She snuck one in.
There are no secrets. All facts shall be revealed in time.
Oh Lord. Yo, did she just say wow. I never heard her say that before. Have anybody else? I'm a little slow sometimes. Let's go back. We're gonna rewind it back.
It easy. Never heard it.
Let's go.
The job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs.
Where the baby bump pics. Oh Lord. IVF.
It's his same old con. His same old con. Doubling down on ugly, misogynistic, racist lies as a substitute for real ideas and solutions that will actually make people's lives better. Look, because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did, those things are not going to improve the health outcomes of our wives, mothers, and daughters.
There it is. IVF like I did. What's up, KP? What say you, good brother? How you doing, man?
Man, I get tired of this argument that they're both one and the same when black people never voted like that. I hear this argument all the time. They're both one and the same, but black people never vote the other side to see if they are. I just never see it. I just see all this blue banging. If you a Crip, just see walk and be a Crip.
That's crazy. My man VetLife 81 $5 said, all I hear is vagina, 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 feelings, freedom. That's all. No one cares. Majority of Americans do not care. I don't know. I don't know about that one, VetLife, but I hear you. Shout out to you, man.
I mean,
salute.
if your father, your mother, or anybody in your family told you they worked for somebody for 50 years and they never got nothing, would you decide to go work for them too?
Hell no.
I mean, I'm just basic logic questions. I don't,
Right,
it's
that
not
ain't
about my
intelligent.
feelings about it, bro. I was a Democrat. I understand what it's like. I understand. It has a grasp on your mind that you can't let it go. It's part of the chip that was planted in you when you was a kid. I understand. It's hard to walk away from something that's been implanted in you, and your iOS system says no. It rejects the update. Get updated, brother. Get updated.
Get updated. IVF, so that is why they didn't pay their student loans. Oh Lord. Oh my God. They got student loans? Let's go.
Shutting down the Department of Education, banning our books. None of that will prepare our kids for the future. Demonizing our children for being who they are and loving who they love. Look, that doesn't make anybody's life
Why
better.
children loving anybody? Why children loving anybody? Hold up. See, you see what I'm saying?
I got to slide it in there, man.
Yeah, they slide it in there real smooth. Like for children loving who they love. That's that
They supposed to
agenda.
love their mamas and daddies. That's who they supposed to love.
That's it. And that's it. These are kids. What are we talking about? These are kids. Under their plan, in case y'all don't know, that would be like California. If them children want to get snipped and clipped and you try to stop them, then your butt going to jail, or they'll take them children out your house. But y'all falling for the okie doke. The smooth, letting the smooth taste fool you.
Well, let me ask you a question, man. Who's standing at the doctor's office stopping people from doing what they want to do, especially if they paid their money?
Nobody.
Thank you. And it's not somebody else's kid, it's their kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the narrative of somebody stopping and you need freedom to do this, that, and the other, nobody's really stopping you. I like the talking points because it goes along with their campaign slogan, but like without the substance, it doesn't mean anything. For those who have ears, let them hear.
No doubt. It is child abuse narratives and dialogues for fact. Jean-Pierre said, in elementary school, I was given the book, The Animal Farm. This is the reality of a current domain. Yeah, they was worse than John. them damn pigs was something else, boy. The pigs was something else. We Americans know both sides agree on the thing. We know that already. That is not the biggest concern right now. People are broke. Exactly. But not only that, but listen, they trying to take your kids, man. They trying to take your kids. I appreciate you, though. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
I'm on my grind to get this money. I can't stop it till I'm filthy. With the people, Zebo like the rock. I drop. I ain't no trapper. I'm a hustler.
Yeah, concern, no doubt. They trying to take our kids, though. Let's make no mistake about it. This what do they call it? How they trying to frame it? What did he say? What's the name of that program? They got a cute name for it as far as what they do in the school.
Well, I'll tell you this. My children's first day back was yesterday, and my youngest, which is a freshman, they know we don't stand for none of it. But she said they asked her how does she want to be addressed, quote unquote, the pronoun question.
Oh boy!
She said,
on the
just
first
call
day,
me my name. Call me my name and call me she. That's it. She like, there's nothing confusing about that, is it?
Right. Damn.
But that's the part of the social. That's the social engineering. If your kids
What do
don't
they
know who
call
they
it?
are because of the parents are not instilling that in them, then they're going to be bombarded with the foolishness. Go ahead.
No doubt. They're trying to put it as race theory. What critical race theory? Critical race theory. That's how they're trying to put it. But the critical race theory really includes LBGT information and dissemination of that information. So they try to make it seem as if, oh, they're gonna take away books that talk about slavery and that take about this and that. But nah, mostly it's about them introducing books that's with the LGBT agenda to your children. And then also comes with it, if your child wants to be snipped and clipped and they're a young child, a minor, but you are against them being snipped and clipped, then they can take your child or they'll lock you up or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of bull crap.
Is it, man? We call that backdooring. No pun intended. They're gonna slide
Absolutely.
something else in the back door. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
they do. Yes, they do. Literally and figuratively. Let's go.
Instead, it only makes us small. And let me tell you this, going small is never the answer. Going small is the opposite of what we teach our kids. Going small is petty, it's unhealthy, and quite frankly, it's unpresidential. So, why would any of us accept this from anyone seeking our highest office? Why would we normalize that type of backward leadership? Doing so only demeans and cheapens our politics. It only serves to further discourage good, big-hearted people from wanting to get involved at all. America, our parents taught us better than that, and we deserve so much better than that. That's why we must do everything in our power to elect two of those good, big-hearted people. There is no other choice than Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. No other choice.
And Tim Walz, do y'all know about Tim Walz from Minnesota?
Yeah, we heard about him, brother.
That dude, man. Good Lord, that dude. That dude got everything going.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Stay Free or Carefree, whatever you want to call it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. If you ever had to pick them up before, you know.
Yeah, but look, beside that,
before, you know.
Beside that, that's the dude that let everybody go to the bathroom of their choice and dare you to say anything about it. Shout out to See Through You, $2. Thank you. Where is the policy that affected your friend? I guess she's directing that to you, Lit P, when you say your friend was affected. Yeah, Tampax Tim. Mr. Put tampons and little boys. Yeah. No, but Mr. Everybody could go to the same bathroom too.
Hold on. She said, what was the policy?
Yes, sir.
Well, here's my thing. What was the damn enforcement of the border? You know what I'm saying? Did you hear what I said? Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We have rules in place where we don't let people just come over here all willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I think that the current president sent down the National Guard to the border to tell Texas, you better not put up no fence. You know, and last time I checked, Texas has a right to you know, protect their own border. So my thing is this: sometimes it ain't about policy. Sometimes it's about enforcing what you already got on the books. You know, everybody wants to say we need a hate crime, we need this, that, and the other. I find it very funny that we can find a hate crime for Asians, we can find a hate crime for everybody else, but for some magical reason, we don't have a hate crime for people of color. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this: enforce the books, enforce the things we already have on books. But my whole thing is it's the optics. You're doing for everybody else except us. All I'm saying is just treat us like everybody else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's another thing to add on what Lit just said is this, bro. It's like, why do black people have this idea that they want to help everybody else first, when I've been seeing Negroes cry for decades about the corner stores in the middle of their blocks?
Exactly.
Because that's what's gonna happen. Like, can we not like how like it's like black people can't see past the red stop sign at the block. Like it's like that's all they see is the red stop sign. They can't see the blocks down the street further down. That's all they see is a red stop sign, and at the end of that, it's just like, okay, we gonna be good, huh? That's the policy. We gonna be good.
Don't make no damn sense. Let's get back to it. That's a fact, though, man.
But as we embrace this renewed sense of hope, let us not forget the despair we have felt. Let us not forget what we are up against. Yes, Kamala and Tim are doing great now. We're loving it. They're packing arenas across the country. Folks are energized. We are feeling good. But remember, there are still so many people who are desperate for a different outcome, who are ready to question and criticize every move Kamala makes, who are eager to spread those lies, who don't want to vote for a woman, who will continue to prioritize building their wealth over ensuring that everyone has enough. So no matter how good we feel tonight or tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Now it's now wait.
Pause.
Yeah. So look. So this is the thing, KP. So now all of a sudden they making sure everybody have enough. But she come from a state where there are more homeless people now than ever before. where the prices of homes are outlandish, and part of her plan is to give alleged new homeowners $25,000 towards their home. Where's that money gonna come from? Allegedly $6,000 earned income credit for new parents of a newborn 1 year old or younger. Where's that money gonna come from?
Wait. That whole policy outline is opposed to her having those people there on the ground to do what they did yesterday. They was having appointments yesterday on the ground. The PP people, not the PPP loan. I'm talking about we carrying your baby on home to the Lord people. They was
What,
at the
on
DNC
site?
yesterday.
On site?
On site.
Yeah, man.
What?
Bro,
Yeah,
hold
you can
on.
get you a
But we
vasectomy
gonna
and
give you a
everything.
loan so you can have a home for your family, and we gonna be able to give you a tax
Wait,
credit for your kids.
no, KP. There's no way they opened the
let me tell you.
United Center. Ain't no way they opened the United Center and they was performing those kinds of things on people at the conference. Like, what the hell?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, tell them.
What type of sick ish was that?
Yeah, man. They had the bus pulled outside, man.
With women coming in there to delete.
Yeah, they said they had about 25 of them to be
They
exact.
had appointments, bro. They had appointments. You had to schedule an appointment. You go down there and get it sucked on. You get good.
Ain't no damn way. If that ain't the devil.
Also, too, Izzy, they had the doctor down there to cut your cord if you're a man.
No way. For what?
What do you think it's about? To control the population, right?
Yeah, but dang.
I mean, but I thought black people was like pro-black. I thought they wanted more black people, but I guess
At the
they really
DNC convention? What the?
I'm just telling you what happened. Go ahead, Lit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's the story that they'll put on TV because that's wild. You know, you're always going to have fringe people from either side, left or right. So you kind of want to not talk about that.
Yeah,
but it's a true story.
Damn, that's crazy as hell. That's some extra stuff though. That's extra. But let's go. Damn.
For the next day, this is going to be an uphill battle. So folks, we cannot be our own worst enemies. No. See, because the minute something goes wrong, the minute a lie takes hold, folks, we cannot start wringing our hands. We cannot get a Goldilocks complex about whether everything is just right And we cannot indulge our anxieties about whether this country will elect someone like Kamala instead of doing everything we can to get someone like Kamala elected. Kamala and Tim, they have lived amazing lives. And I am confident that they will lead with compassion, inclusion, and grace. But they are still only human. They are not perfect. And like all of us, they will make mistakes. But luckily, y'all, this is not just on them. No, this is up to us, all of us, to be the solution that we seek. It's up to all of us to be the antidote to the darkness and division. Look, I don't care how you identify politically, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, or none of the above. This is our time to stand up for what we know in our hearts is right.
So let me get this straight. So in your heart, you know it's right to delete babies. In your heart, you know it's right to convert babies into feeling one way or another, choosing one gender or another, no matter what gender.
Your mic is muted, Izzy.
Can y'all hear me now?
We can hear you now.
So in your heart, like, what in the world? Yeah, what in the world, man? What's going on, family? What's happening here?
You know what, Izzy, to steal a line from Michelle Obama, I would love for those unborn children to have the same experience that Michelle had with her grandmother, that Kamala had with their grandmother, that experience. But sadly, and all too often, that decision is made without their consent.
Yep.
So the hypocrisy for me is for them to say stuff like that, get everybody all riled up, and then that child doesn't get to experience that, all because, you know, we're inconvenienced just a little. I mean, if we're being honest, I think it's disingenuous.
So you decide to go on Trump babbling sessions instead of simply naming the policy that affected your friend. He told you their policy on border control. He told you that. You didn't hear him see through you. He said their policy on border control negatively affected his friend. That's literally what he said. You didn't hear
All
it?
I said was enforce what's on the books.
Right.
That's a policy that we already have on the books that was not getting enforced. That's all.
So let's go.
You know what?
Go ahead, KP. What's that?
I'm tired of hearing people say these things are quote unquote healthcare services that they try to name because the libs done gave them another name for what they were originally called. Look, at the end of the day, bro, we're looking at a 13% population in America, and they always put it on quote unquote black people to win an election. If they want to win it, let them immigrants vote for them, the ones that they brung in.
Oh, don't worry, they are. I still believe they are. I know they said it didn't pass in the Supreme Court, but I still believe that they are. That was the reason why they were brought in. Peace, reality. What's going on, man? Hey, Jalen said the devil provides a purpose for his followers. Black folks in America are lost. I would tend to agree with that. It does absolutely seem like they are. Peace, reality in the building. That's what they're doing it for. Yep, I think so too, Money Marco. A Classic Creole said, I can't even begin to decide how I feel when I hear them knowing they don't believe what they feed into the public. Yeah, but they slip in their true agendas. They slip it in, they can't help it.
To stand up, not just for our basic freedoms, but for decency and humanity, for basic respect, dignity, and empathy, for the values at the very foundation of this democracy. It's up to us to remember what Kamala's mother told her. Don't just sit around and complain. do something. So if they lie about her, and they will, we've got to do something. If we see a bad poll, and we will, we got to put down that phone and do something. If we start feeling tired, if we start feeling that dread creeping back in, we got to pick ourselves up, throw water on our face, and what? We only have 2.5 months, y'all, to get this done. Only 11 weeks to make sure every single person we know is registered and has a voting plan. So we cannot afford for anyone America to sit on their hands and wait to be called. Don't complain if no one from the campaign has specifically reached out to you to ask you for your support. There is simply no time for that kind of foolishness. You know what you need to do. So, consider this to be your official ask. Michelle Obama is asking you, no, I'm telling y'all to do something.
Oh Lord, she telling y'all. That's your mama. That's y'all mama, Michelle Obama. Mama Michelle said, do something. Lord, what do you gentlemen think about this, man? On the way out, this is absolutely insane. What do y'all think, man?
Well, I think they would have more voters if they let them, get here first. I have never in my life seen a business model that eliminates its customers. The last business model I saw like that was the crack epidemic in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? You're going to just eliminate your customer base. And we all see how well that worked. So I would hate for this to repeat itself. But my thing is this, those children have a right to be here. They also have a right to live their life peaceably as children and not be pressured into having conversations above their station in life.
Level. Yeah, absolutely.
So to me, it's more of a leave everybody else's kid alone. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make a kid, then you've probably made an error somewhere. So I'm gonna leave that at that.
Pars. Yo, what say you? What say you, KP?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
I find it very interesting that it's okay for us to help immigrants and their children in cages. But the first thing you see when you enter a certain neighborhood is a PP place to rid you of of you populating again. But the immigrant come in, they gonna put the kid that's in the cage on TV, get you all sympathized, and you still ain't sent $5 over to Africa when you see those babies with those big bellies though. But you got help for them though. Man, they done did a thing on black folks.
Absolutely.
And some folks you just can't help them, man. You gotta let them go walk right off that cliff and let them be where they're gonna be. But they'll see in the end. At the end of the day, they're always with this idea that there's nothing better on the other side, and they don't understand the ramifications of communism, Marxism, and socialism. They don't understand it. A lot of our people don't read anything, and they believe whatever the Dems tell them, and they've been believing it. I mean, they just told them a woman that they elected, that they put as Supreme Court judge, told them they didn't know what a woman was, but now all of a sudden everybody know what a woman is when she run for president. So it's just amazing to me. I've never seen nothing like this, man.
Yo, my man Rilla, what say you, Rilla?
My bad, G. I just came back. I'm at the gig still, man. Listen, overall, let me say this, man. I think we as Black people, we had better get our priorities in order. But the problem is we're so fractured, right? Everybody is caught up in the individual exceptionalism or exceptional individualism, my bad. Right? We're off to our own. As long as I got mine and I'm doing for me, I'm good. right? There is no community, right? That's what we say. Meanwhile, everybody else around us who understands how the world works, continue to galvanize, consolidate power, consolidate resources, make demands, and they get their demands met. We still begging. You just gonna give us
No doubt. Shout out to Anton Chagres at
don't do
Fairy
nothing.
Tales.
Just make sure you vote local, man. Make sure you know who your mayor is, who your councilman is, who represents you at the state legislative level. Make sure you're well researched on their positions, their policies, and vote in your best interest. Stop playing with these people and their personalities. I don't care about the Obamas. I don't care about Kamala, Trump, none of it, man. Who can get the job done that's going to affect me and my community?
No doubt, man. You're breaking up. I appreciate you, Chicago Rilla. Shout out to Chicago Rilla coming through. BMU, you back? BMU, you back? Yo, I appreciate you, Lit Pete. Thank you for coming through and chilling with us and hanging out, man. I really, really appreciate you. You know, you're welcome anytime. Salute, good brother. Salute.
Thank you for having me on. As always, man, it's a pleasure, man, chopping it up with you and your folks, man. Thank you guys for having me over. And y'all don't be no strangers, man. Y'all come on, check us out, man, from time to time, you know.
Yeah, check out my man Lost in Translation podcast, the BMU network, the Black Unfiltered Network. Absolutely check out both of them ASAP. You know what I'm saying? My man Chicago Rilla, I don't know where he be at, but definitely check him out as well, man. Peace. I appreciate you, Lit. Yo,
my pleasure, brother. Go ahead.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yo, I appreciate everybody coming through today. Everybody that hit the super chat and the Cash App. Shout out to See Through You. Shout out to Vet Life 81. Thank you, good brother. Shout out to Ramela 747, who is the sponsor of the show. Shout out to Almond Eyes 78. Shout out to the Dating Pool Roast Reactions. I appreciate you, sis. Shout out to that was all Romello, man. Shout out to Romello. Shout out to Jimmy Rucker. Thank you to everybody that hit the Cash App, everybody that hit the super chat. Anton, thank you, brother. He said fairy tales and platitudes, same old. Pisces Hope said, it's the good old fork tongue talking that politicians do. Miss Obama, you and your husband are amazing orators, but I know better. And I incline each and every one of you to know better. Listen, again, no one's telling you who. I appreciate you, brother. No one's telling you who to vote for. No one's telling you who to believe in. No one's telling you what to do. I'm not. What I am suggesting is that you at least know what you're signing up for, right? At the end of the day, know what you're signing up for and be able to face the consequence to that which you're signing up, all right? That's all I'm saying. Know what you're signing up for and be able to face the consequences to that which you're signing up. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Tomorrow we got a hell of a show. Tomorrow probably will be a panel show. I don't know. We'll see. The Four Brothers broadcast is tonight. Make sure y'all check us out. The Four Brothers broadcast is tonight over here on this channel. Make sure you check us out. Check us out. Check us out. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Shout out to that. They know better. Salute, salute, salute. Salute to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Much love, much love, much love. Y'all have a great day, man. And we out of here.
Yo, I'm out, cuz. These conditions are weighing heavy on my mind, man. I need a break from it. Got my bags packed, got my itinerary, I'm gone. I finally had a good dream till shots woke me out of my sleep. In case you're wondering exactly what provoked me to leave, that was the last straw, cause I ain't sleep well for years. Paranoid, heat hell for years. So I gotta move on from this poverty-stricken maze. Rats in the cage, killed for cheese that's strategically placed. Crack holes with dope fiends, keep polluting their veins. And my mind is telling me that I'm a part of the blame. How can I proudly wear a chain with shame attached to it? No, I can't take it off, I'm attached to it like the ghetto's pain. I'm like, when did I get that foolish? That question crossed my mind as I watched the ass moving for a piece of change. Till it's back to the block, my Glock rattling shook niggas, I crack them apart. I took vengeance till it blackened my heart. Knowing vengeance is yours, Lord, so please take me out of the dark. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but for eggs, it'd be a trip to the mall. Crawl on memorials, are covering the bricks on the walls. This is common when you're living with conditions of poor. We pour liquor, let it spill on the floor. The more niggas we lost, I'm gone, niggas. You're never gonna see me no more. I love you dearly, but the hood is like a lost effort. Nobody cared before, drastic got your goal measures. Saw him leaving forever to find a life a little more better than yours. I can't stick around to witness how far do we fall. I stood on corner, spring, summer, and fall. Winter position in the semi, of course, any liqueur send me. I'm on a quest for more millies in my repertoire. Forgive me, but I gotta take off. I'm sick and not going from niggas to gods. Really the hood send me, but baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good. But I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good. But I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, forget my bed, can't abandon my home. Though I'm impatient with our situation, I won't leave you standing alone. Stand on my shoulders if you need me, I could carry the globe. Overdoses in the hood, fiends slamming they arms. Some of us made it out the hood, good at slamming the ball. Others stand in front of cams to perform for all y'all who chose abandoning laws to make it. I wore the same shoes on the corner slinging the day shift. So I'm back, needed a vacation from the monotony of poverty blocks. I hate it, so I'm riding for my G's who play the bench on the daily spit flames until the yellow tape layers the fence. When the boys come, we don't run, we wait for them and say it's defense. Till we're finally arraigned and we're pinched, hanged and lynched with razor blades, marking down the days on the wall. But if the bell comes, baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my